Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group. Call 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Fires the ball down the middle. Jason Swain.
It's time to kick off 3 hours of fair and honest discussions that go beyond the headlines of today's sports news.
In for a Tennessee touchdown.
From the Budweiser studios of 99.1 The Sports Animal, here are a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports. Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Thursday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We're very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. We're live on the Sports Animal. We're live on the Sports Monster. Wherever you might be streaming the show, stop by the Sports Animal YouTube page. You can watch live there, subscribe so you can keep up with all the content we're able to post online for you to watch. And wherever you listen, we appreciate you hanging out with us today. We'll be with you for the next 3 hours. You can join us by calling or texting at 865-656-9900. To call or text, use the same number, 865-656-9900, as there is an energetic level among the Tennessee fan base, which I'm enjoying following from the outside, just watching the internet.
That's because Kentucky lost last night.
Watching the text box, that probably didn't hurt. Was there a go Gator out there from the Tennessee fan base?
No.
Okay. Florida winning at Rupp. It is another reminder, not that it's going to make anybody feel better about a loss to South Carolina at home, but South Carolina is better than Florida, and Kentucky just lost at home to the Gators last night. Also, if Florida can do it, so can Tennessee. So Tennessee getting ready to go to Rupp on Saturday. It will be a very winnable game for Tennessee if Tennessee plays better than it did 2 nights ago.
Yeah, both teams coming in trying to avoid 2-game losing streak. There's going to be high sense of urgency on both sides for that reason, on top of the fact that this is a rivalry, on top of the fact that last year when Tennessee hosted Kentucky, it was on the night that you retired Chris Loftus' jersey, and we laid an egg. So there's a lot of guys on this basketball team that has been a part of big wins versus Kentucky, but for players returning this year from last year, they were part of that stinker at home last year versus Kentucky and lost again up there at Rupp. So a lot riding on this game for both programs. Usually you can point to a team losing a game before they play you and say, man, I don't know if he wanted that team to lose because now they're going to be on the edge and they'll cross their T's and dot their I's and they'll be playing their best when they play us. You want that team to win before they play us because they're riding high. But in this case, I just don't think it matters because you lost already to South Carolina. And if you play your best and Kentucky plays their best, you should win the game because you are a better basketball team, offensively and defensively. If you lose this game, it's because you followed up Tuesday's performance with another poor performance. So it's time to go out there, put the ball in the basket when you're close to the rim. When you're shooting a free throw, I emphasize the word free, you need to make 75% of those shots, minimum. Older players who have aspirations of being a pro player, you might want to play big in these type of games. May not go to the NBA, but if you want to play overseas, you might want to play big in these type of games. So if you are a basketball viewer, basketball fan, this is the game to watch, man.
NBA teams will be well represented at Rupp Arena on Saturday.
Better believe it.
Tennessee, Kentucky at home. I've seen it. Has brought a lot of scouts to the games. A lot of people. So Saturday night will be the case. Our friend Mr. Palm, Ken Pomeroy, has Tennessee, Kentucky on Saturday as the game of the week. I looked through the other days. He does a thrill score. So the projected best game, Tennessee, Kentucky Saturday night is number one, almost by a long shot. It's the number one on Saturday when Houston and Kansas play. That's a big game. Tennessee-Kentucky, though, is the number one game. 8:30 tip-off Saturday night on ESPN. The Vols getting ready to go to Rupp. The first of two games they will play. The second game will be the final regular season game of the season in Knoxville. Tennessee dropped to number 29 in offensive efficiency. So they dropped about 10 spots based on one game. It was not a good game against South Carolina, so a chance to get it right this weekend.
Which means they can jump 10 spots with a good performance.
Yep. Still number 2 defensively. Number 2 in the country defensively. Houston has the number one ranked defense.
I mean, and the fact that Tennessee was top 20 in both categories, offensive and defensive efficiency, lets you know what they are capable of doing and what we should expect them to do this weekend versus Kentucky.
Alabama had a big comeback against Georgia last night. So they're very much in the race.
Yeah, good job, Bama. We like Bama winning. We beat them by 20. We want them to win. It makes us look better. We don't need them to win any more games in the SEC outside of taking the L to us. No, actually, we do want them to win the rest of their games in the SEC outside of taking the L to us. So, yeah, good job, Bama, coming up on Georgia and beating them and coming back. Good job.
And then Auburn beat Vandy by 27. It was at Auburn.
Everybody else beats Vanderbilt down, man. We don't beat them down. We just kind of beat them. But we're consistent. We do beat them.
Yeah, win's a win, right?
I guess so.
Won by double digits. Didn't cover, so that matters to some. But did win by double digits in the end. 13 points, right?
I bet Vanderbilt's rooting for the NCAA.
Well,
they'll rock the
private
NCAA
institution, but it's still the state of Tennessee. The state of Tennessee's attorney general helping lead the way, right?
They want things to stay the same. Collect that check every year from the SEC. They don't want anything to change.
The checks are still coming.
Yeah, I'm just saying. They don't. There's some fan bases that are rooting for Tennessee to win. There's some fan bases that's rooting for Tennessee to lose here with the NCAA. I bet Vanderbilt's one that wants to see Tennessee take an L.
Michael's up in Rhode Island and texted into the show. We always appreciate Michael. Have you been to Rhode Island?
Why would I go to Rhode Island? What's in Rhode Island?
It's a beautiful state. I've been a couple
times. It is
times.
beautiful.
Yep.
But why would I have any reason to go to Rhode Island? I know no one up there. Well, except for now, Michael. Michael wants to invite us. I mean, I guess we'll have a reason to go up there. But the answer is no, Josh. I've never been to Rhode Island.
Okay.
Have you been up there?
I've been twice.
Why?
Once on a northeastern trip. Just went and did the whole thing. It was a lot of fun. Went up to Maine for a few days, Bar Harbor.
Cool.
So it was a cool trip. A second time for a wedding.
I bet it's beautiful up there, man. I would love to see it.
Yep. But also notes this. One, celebration of the end of dry January, so Michael's going to have a fun February 1st, but also asked, in your opinion, simple guessing, who would be a likely state to join the lawsuit? It includes Tennessee and Virginia. Would it be Florida? Is there any chance the SEC would join forces and go full Monty on the NCAA?
Greg Sankey's been quiet, so
you mentioned that yesterday.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but he has been really, really, really quiet. He was in Tennessee's corner during the investigation. He was in Indianapolis when Tennessee was blatantly guilty and admitted to that. But he's nowhere to be found, heard from right now when Tennessee feels like they are innocent and fighting back. So I don't really know where Greg Sankey stands on what's going on right now. The state that should be in the boat with Tennessee and Virginia is Missouri. That's the state that should be before anyone else.
Show me why. I'm sorry. Why? Why Missouri?
They're in the SEC.
Uh-huh.
They literally passed a law to be able to use NIL to recruit players out of high school. Like, they passed a law specifically for that.
It's a big reason, at least we believe, why Williams Nwaneri is going to go there, right?
Correct. Like, if you go look up the law for Missouri's, NIL law, it says the law will allow high school athletes to receive NIL compensation from a Missouri institution once they have signed a letter of intent. So if you are from Missouri, you sign with a Missouri institution, you can get your money in December, early signing period. You don't have to wait.
And am I mistaken? Did that also include some kind of financial aid deal? Was he able to sign maybe a few months earlier so he actually made money during his senior season? I might be thinking of somebody else, but I wanted to say a financial aid type deal applied to that as well, to even expedite the process before December arrived.
Yeah, like I understand Nico's a high-profile quarterback, but Williams Nwaneri is a high-profile player, period, who happens to be a pass rusher. And so Missouri was able to keep him inside of the state, whereas any other time he probably is leaving, going somewhere else because of this law. So don't be talking to me about some enticement. This is exactly a law that was designed to entice a high school player with NIL to keep him inside the state. So if I'm Missouri and you see Tennessee being investigated, and Tennessee doesn't even have that type of law, then I have to assume that I'm next on that list that's going to get a letter. So if I'm Missouri, I would join.
In the text box, Texas should join.
I think Texas will. They got two states that has been getting busy in recruiting in the NIL space. Now, you've had former Texas A&M players that have advised other recruits to read your contract. But they have two schools inside of that state. So, yeah, I think Texas will be a really good state to project entering and joining Tennessee and Virginia.
Nathan asks, Swain, did you hear about the two boats who got married?
Why would two boats get married? What sense does that make?
Because they have a loving relationship. 865-656-9900 for you to be a part
Objects.
of the show.
They're not people.
Text box is humming. We'll move along. 865-656-9900 if you'd like to join us this afternoon on Josh and Swain.
I've heard it said that streaming the sports animal has replaced the old wanna Netflix and chill. Well, it was me that said that, but I've heard it said. I do spend most evenings alone now that I think about it.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing, which we've used at my home. If you need a plumber, if you run into an issue and you need somebody to call who I've called, Wilson Brothers Plumbing at 865-415-1537. You call Wilson Brothers Plumbing because they are ready to help with whatever problem you might run into. They're licensed with more than 15 years of experience, locally owned and operated, with a commitment to craftsmanship, to great customer service, to making sure they help with whatever problem you run into. If you want to make sure that you avoid potential problems, Wilson Brothers Plumbing can come out and assess whatever situation at your home, at your business, to determine, is there any kind of risk in the future? Maybe there's not. If there is, they can provide a solution for you. If you run into a problem and you need help quickly, call Wilson Brothers Plumbing. 865-415-1537. You can go online to wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Matlock.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Matlock Tire has a reputation for being a little bit old school. They're proud to be known for their outstanding hometown customer service. They've been doing things that way for over 60 years. Matlock now offers new modern conveniences, such as family-friendly waiting areas, online appointment scheduling, and you can even shop for tires and see their current stock right from your computer or smartphone. They invite you to stop in to one of their convenient 5 locations or come see them online at MatlockTireService.com. Modern convenience, hometown service. Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Matlock Tire.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Wow. These bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Unlock the life and longevity you deserve with Marble City Family Chiropractic. If you're experiencing chronic or acute pain, Marble City Family Chiropractic can help. They now offer MLS cold laser treatments, which promote cellular growth, regeneration, and healing. It's ideal for patients with arthritis, neck and back injuries, herniated discs, knee conditions, bursitis, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. The effects are long-lasting, and the treatment is painless. To schedule your appointment, call 766-2081 or visit MarbleCityChiropractic.com.
All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from two guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us on social media at Josh and Swain. Use an ego boost, so follow there on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Same with the Sports Animal YouTube page where we are live today, where Jackie has commented, mentioning that he saw a man standing on one leg at an ATM. Confused, Jackie asked,
Check your balance.
"What are you doing?"
Check your balance, huh?
That's right. You've done it too.
I'm sorry, Jackie.
Checking his balance.
I'm sorry. Sorry to ruin the joke. I thought it was a good one, though. I chuckled when I first saw it. I think I saw it today.
You saw that one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Floating around today.
The same followings. All right, you were money with that answer.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks. Now, show me what's on the text box. You said it was humming today.
Yep. Well, we've got some more jokes coming in. We'll save those. Let's see. Basketball question. This is a good basketball question.
You said it was humming. I thought it was humming for something else besides dad jokes. What a buzzkill, Josh. What's the basketball question? What you got?
Well, you and I might have different ideas when it comes to what constitutes humming. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, obviously.
Well, we'll get to the basketball question. To continue on from the end of last segment, Kwame saying, I think when other SEC teams start getting implicated, they will join. Maybe so. It seemed like the comments from the Attorney General, I mean, the timing would make it pretty obvious, but once the news came out a couple of days ago of the investigation, they expedited the filing of the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Timing's not a coincidence. The news comes out on Tuesday, and the lawsuit comes out on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee was waiting.
Yeah, they've been preparing for this. I have wondered why not do this months ago. I mean, if the concerns have been there for years, right?
Don't start and there won't be nothing.
I guess that's what it is.
NCAA started something, and it became something.
Yeah. If you're looking out for the athletes, though, I would say the sooner you do that, the better. But I agree. If other SEC schools were to be involved, then their states would be more likely to get involved as well.
Yeah. So here we are. Here we are. We'll see how the NCAA responds. We'll see what other states get involved. But when you ask me who I think should be involved, I think Missouri, man.
That would be an example of being proactive.
Oh yeah.
If Missouri were to get involved,
because like when they passed that law, I remember I was like, "Touche, good job, Missouri. You're acting like an SEC program. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Now we'll have to work on your stadium a little bit, just a level up, just a small level up from Vanderbilt's. But like, hey, you're acting like an SEC program. Good job. Proud of you.
Maybe somebody from Big Ten country will hop on board.
All eyes on Ohio State.
That would have been my first thought.
With how active they have been, transfer portal, and you don't pillage Alabama's players and get away with it. Who do you think you are, Ohio State? You don't negatively affect Alabama's program, the pride of college football, a program that hasn't gotten any allegations, nothing for almost 2 decades. Nothing. I mean, the prestige down there is undeniable. So how dare you take players from Alabama, Ohio State? You're going to pay for this.
Yeah, Blitz said Ohio State spends $13 million. Nothing is said. Well, I have heard it brought up a lot, and we don't know that the NCAA wouldn't go looking there. So I would think being proactive in the state of Ohio would make some sense.
Yeah, I mean, high-profile collectives, I think it's safe to assume that they're probably going to get a letter or a phone call. If the NCAA is about fairness and equality and making sure that they treat everybody the same, as long as they are abiding by the rules. Because I would hate to think that one school was cheating and another school was cheating, but only one school continues to get letters and continues to be investigated, while the other school, nothing ever happens to that one school. I would hate to think that would happen.
You would?
I would hate to see that.
To the basketball conversation, I tell you what, we can save this because we have plenty of time to get to it. But a good question about Tennessee and its standing in the SEC right now. But Tennessee wants to be at the top of the SEC at the end of the season. What has to happen for that to happen? We'll get to that. Jared wants to know why Pirates are called Pirates.
No, I don't know.
They just are.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man.
Pirate jokes never fail.
No, they don't. Especially when you add the sound effects in there.
You know how much the pirate paid for his earrings, right?
Another one, huh? No.
A buccaneer.
I heard that one before from you.
The classics are always worth repeating. We'll come back. Tennessee's attempt to win the SEC in basketball. Big game coming up on Saturday at Rupp Arena. We'll talk about that. We'll invite you to join us, 865-656-9900. You can join us to save Swain from me right here on Josh and Swain.
Win yourself a limited edition Sports Animal Game Day towel powered by Food City. Just listen for the when and where. Then wave your Sports Animal Game Day towel cheering on the Vols from Food City, your official supermarket of the Vols. And 99.1 The Sports Animal. great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
The Washington Commanders are hiring Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn to be their next head coach. Quinn takes over for Ron Rivera, who was fired after the Commanders went 4-13 this past season. Quinn is 43-42 as a head coach, as he was previously the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons for parts of 6 seasons, where he led the Falcons to a Super Bowl appearance in 2016. The Commanders have missed the playoffs in each of the last 3 years. The Lady Vols are 5-2 in SEC play. They hit the road to take on Georgia in Athens tonight at 7 o'clock. The Bulldogs have lost their last 6 games. Tennessee is coming off a loss to Ole Miss over the weekend. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Coverage begins at 6:30 right here on The Sports Animal. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Fellas, if you notice the signs of low testosterone levels, like feeling grumpy and tired, lack of motivation and drive, weight gain, loss of muscle mass, you know it's time to do something about it. And the best way to do something about it is to get your levels checked, to know exactly where you stand. You can do that with Low T Center. It's a simple blood test, and you'll get your results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not like your typical doctor's office. It is concierge medicine for men. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone and have been exclusively treating men for years, with most health insurance accepted. They have affordable and convenient treatment options, including physician-monitored, self-inject treatments that ship directly to you, your front porch, your home each month. So there's no need for you to drive to the center for those weekly visits. Right now at Low T Center, just $25 to get your T level tested. Make your health and quality of life priority. Go to the website, lowtcenter.com, to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Rick Terry here with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. If you're new to the area or you've never been into our store, let me tell you about our once-a-year clearance sale. It's a great sale. And why? Because it's for real. Not a market up to market down. It's 40 to 50% off our oldest items, 20 to 30% off our newest, hottest items. And it only happens once a year. Sale starts February the 5th through Valentine's Day. I promise you won't be disappointed. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We want to be your jeweler.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506.
Got a small business that no one's heard of except your grandma? Time for a boost. From Cumulus Boost, the affordable way to boost local search engine optimization and help manage reviews. Cumulus Boost helps local businesses improve their online presence so they're not buried by bigger companies and local searches. Get found, get on the map, and get a boost with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS boost.com.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
The minute folks step into Dollywood, I want them to feel the wonder of my Smoky Mountains and to fill their hearts with all the good and beautiful things in this big old world, and to cherish all the little moments they get to be together.
Enjoy thrilling rides, award-winning entertainment, and delicious new seasonal flavors. Plan your visit at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood, love every moment.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
CumulusDigital.com. This report is sponsored by the Tennessee Valley Authority. From weathering the storm to keeping the lights on. At the Tennessee Valley Authority, they're on a mission to make life better for our entire community. If you are too, then join them and do good here. TVA.com.
It's a sunshine-filled end to the week here in East Tennessee with a high reaching near 54 on this overnight tonight with a mix of clouds and stars. For your Friday, mostly sunny for much of the day. Clouds in the afternoon, high near 59, down to 34 headed into Saturday morning. Have a great weekend. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Some law firms specialize in one thing, but there's one here in East Tennessee that specializes in them all. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Thanks for being with us on Josh and Swain. Our website, 991thesportsanimal.com. We're live in the Tri-Cities today as well. Hello to everybody listening on AM 640, The Sports Monster. Tim texted in a little bit ago and asked if Tennessee goes 8-3 the rest of the regular season, is that good enough to get the number one seed in the SEC tournament? Tennessee has 2 losses within the conference. Mississippi State and this past Tuesday against South Carolina.
Like 8-3 the rest of the way, or
8-3 the rest of the way. So that would result in a 13-5 conference record. Right now, Alabama is 7-1. Tennessee and South Carolina. Auburn and South Carolina are 6-2. Tennessee is 5-2. Ole Miss, Kentucky, Florida, 5-3.
Yeah, I think you're playing with fire there. I
think Tennessee would have a good chance, but part of it is who are the losses against. Alabama at 7-1, ahead of Tennessee by record. The Vols have a head-to-head, but if Tennessee loses the second game in Tuscaloosa, could present some problems considering Tennessee is trying to catch up record-wise to Alabama. Bama's already played one more game than Tennessee. So I think Tennessee would have a good chance at 13-5. I wouldn't guarantee it.
Well, you still play Auburn twice. You play Kentucky twice. You play Alabama again. And these teams are in front of you, except for Kentucky. Kentucky is actually in the same position, I want to say, as Tennessee as far as conference record.
Kentucky?
Kentucky's lost 3, excuse me, so they're a game behind. But you do play Alabama once. You play Auburn twice.
Just once for Auburn. It's in Knoxville.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Tennessee has a schedule advantage.
Play Kentucky twice, excuse me.
And Auburn's lost twice, both on the road. They get Alabama maybe midweek next week again at home.
Yeah. You play
Auburn
Kentucky
lost
twice.
At Alabama and at Mississippi State.
Who is a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Not in front of you, but good team. You play Auburn's a good team. Alabama's a good team who are capable of beating you. I just think you're playing with fire if you roll up at the end of the SEC schedule and you have five losses, considering you are behind right now.
Also, while I am skeptical of South Carolina ending up on top, we can't completely dismiss Carolina, can we, with head-to-head wins against Kentucky and Tennessee in Knoxville. Tennessee will go to South Carolina March 6th. That's not a gimme win for Tennessee.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
So South Carolina's schedule remaining, I'm not going to give home away with every one, but Georgia, Ole Miss, Vandy, all very winnable games. Auburn on the road is going to be tough. LSU, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Florida, Tennessee at home, Mississippi State on the road will be tough. So I don't think South Carolina will get there, but wins against Kentucky and Tennessee on the road against the Vols, can't dismiss South Carolina. So a long way of getting to, if Tennessee goes 8-3 the rest of the way, I like Tennessee's chances to be on top of the conference there but I still want to know who those 3 losses are against. One of the toughest will be going to Tuscaloosa. I think winning this week will be important in trying to go 8-3 the rest of the way.
And also tough to do.
I'm out on Kentucky, though, with a real chance to win the SEC. I just don't see it.
No, I don't think their defense is good enough, but I was more so talking about tomorrow's Saturday's game.
Yeah. They're a hurdle for Tennessee, but in terms of Tennessee trying to get it done, not Tennessee trying to beat out Kentucky for the conference. Maybe they surprise me and go on an incredible run, but losing last night at home to Florida, that's not a good look when you're already kind of in early desperation mode within the conference.
Yeah. I don't see Kentucky with their toughness and defense being a team that will be the last team left standing at the end of the SEC. I just don't see it. Now they may make some noise in the tournament because they can put up a lot of points and they can find the right matchup that benefits them. But as far as SEC, no, I don't see it happening. So all those SEC Kentucky fans that will be at the tournament this year, they always take over tournament time. I think they're going to be disappointed this year.
The odds back up most of the standings. Alabama is a very slight favorite right now to win the conference. Tennessee has the second best odds. Auburn right behind Tennessee. Kentucky way behind Auburn. The odds makers are skeptical, very much so, on South Carolina, but they're 5th.
Yeah,
But it looks like an Alabama-Tennessee-Auburn race.
Tuesday should have been a wake-up call.
Yeah,
for sure. Starting with point guard. When you are the point guard, it's just like the quarterback. You're the head coach on the court. You're the head coach on the field if you're the quarterback. And if the offense is not working the way you should be, like, you are responsible. So Zakai, I'm looking for him to have a bounce-back game against Kentucky and go on a tear where he's aggressive, he is making good decisions, he is reliable from the free throw line. I just think Zakai's going to turn it up. That's what we've seen from him during his time at Tennessee, and I don't expect anything different.
We never know in this sport. I watched a good amount of the second half with Purdue Northwestern last night. Northwestern almost pulled off the upset at Mackey Arena. Purdue just shot 2 more free throws. Did you see Collins get tossed with about a second to go for Northwestern?
I'm surprised he didn't get tossed sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah, Purdue's going to win that championship if they all officiate Purdue's game like that. They're going to win that championship.
They might.
If you are guarding Zach Edey and your hands are literally straight up and you're vertical, he has the ball, and he is initiating contact into you, and they're calling fouls on you, you have no shot. You're not beating Purdue. Zach Edey's going to shoot 30 free throws a game. Won't be the last tech we see from an opposing coach either. Even Matt Painter was like, yeah, I understand.
I hate it for you.
Well,
but Edey's on my team.
That's right.
Last night, Alabama beat Georgia. They were down big early. It was like 17-2, something like that. But 185-76.
I'm going to cool off a little bit. Let me see who I'm rooting for next time Alabama plays. Huh.
Well, your team, Bruce, next week.
Mississippi State.
Next Wednesday when Alabama goes there.
No, Mississippi State. Yeah, I'm rooting for Mississippi State next.
Okay. Cling those cowbells.
Yeah, February 3rd, Saturday, they play Mississippi State, 8:30. It's at Alabama, though. But
Bama's going to win that.
Yeah, I know. And then Bama plays Auburn again on the 7th. And then they play LSU, Texas A&M, Florida. Who they play at Kentucky. Oh, yeah, I got plenty of teams to root for.
Okay.
Against Bama coming up.
Next Wednesday, just pull out your Kenny Irons or Cadillac Williams jersey, whichever you prefer out of your closet, put it on. Pulling for the Tigers.
I don't have that. I don't have that, sir.
You scoffed at Arkansas. Missouri is my replacement game. In our What to Watch yesterday at the end of the show, Arkansas won 91-84.
I don't want to see Arkansas play basketball.
Yep. Memphis lost again. I think that's 4.
What a night. What a night. Kentucky and Memphis losing at home in the same night.
To Rice.
Oh, for Tennessee fans. It's been great. That makes the South Carolina loss feel a little bit better. God, that game was so bad. But it was good to see Kentucky take the L, especially at home.
A reminder, if you suffer a disappointing loss in college basketball, every day presents a new day and a new chance to feel better about somebody else losing.
1,000%, my friend. 1,000%. Who's gonna bounce back the most, though, on Saturday?
For Tennessee?
That's the question.
Well, everybody's eligible except for Dalton. And even Dalton at the free throw line.
Santi was good.
Yeah.
Santi was good, man. Don't do that. Santi was good.
We scored 10. I'm gonna.
It ain't about that. He played with fire. He played defense.
I'm not knocking
he was
him,
scrappy. Like he was
two-time All-SEC guy. I'm not going to say, well, 10-point performance when they desperately needed something was big time.
He was the second best player for Tennessee. I'm not even looking at the points.
The competition there.
Well, I'm not looking at the points. I'm looking at
I know.
his effectiveness on both sides of the court.
Yeah, I've got his back, but
well, everybody got his back. That's not the point.
Okay.
The point is there has to be a backup performance or bounce back performance from multiple players on this basketball team on Saturday. And you are right. Everybody is eligible. Santi and Dalton were your two best players on Tuesday, but will it be Jonas Adu? Will it be Josiah George James? Will it be Zakai Ziegler? Those are the three I'm probably looking at the most.
Yeah. Gainey off the bench. He doesn't have to fill it up for 12 to 15 points, but needs to knock down a couple of shots.
He didn't have a poor performance. He just
it wasn't good.
It just wasn't good. Like it really wasn't a performance. They just didn't do much of anything. But there were some guys that just had poor performances, like Z and Adu.
What do you call it when a T-Rex sleeps loudly?
I don't know. What you got?
A Dinah snore.
I don't appreciate the CPAP snoring jokes.
All right. Offensive, I know. We'll come back.
I'm offended.
On Josh and Swain, 865-656-9900 to join us, Alan Bell, in less than 20 minutes, right here on Josh and Swain.
We started out on AM, then added FM, then a website stream, and now we're worldwide on the Sports Animal app. Everywhere you go, the Sports Animal stream is there.
Hit it out of the park this spring with Knox County Parks and Recreation's Adult Softball League. Registration for the spring program is now open. This league runs March to June with a 10-game regular season with a double elimination tournament. New in 2024 is the men's senior 50s division. There's also senior 60s, 70s, men's and co-ed divisions. Entry fee includes a t-shirt, tumbler, and a dozen softballs. The winning teams receive champion t-shirts, hats, and a team trophy. Register and sign up today at knoxcountyparks.activityreg.com.
The Knoxville RV Show is back Saturday, February 10th and Sunday the 11th at the Knoxville Expo Center. Come see all the latest and greatest makes and models from the nation's top manufacturers. Get factory rebates, financing, and on-the-spot loan approval. Register to win a free Wolf Pup travel trailer. Get your photo taken with Marvel superhero Spider-Man Saturday and Sunday. There's something for everyone at the Knoxville Expo Center RV Show. RVSupershows.com.
This is Eric Ainge from my HVAC company of choice, Chafee Air and Plumbing, a local veteran-owned business, and the owner, a UT grad, actually went to school with me on the Hill. The Chafee Air and Plumbing team are the ones keeping you warm and dry, fixing busted water lines, furnaces, and heat pumps during the cold weather season while other companies are closed. Chafee Air and Plumbing is an independent, American standard heating and air conditioning customer care dealer, and they're ready to assist you. Find out more on how to become a VIP member and their comfort guarantee on the website, coolingheatingplumbing.com.
This has been a paid advertisement. School meals help students succeed, improve test scores and attendance, and even fight hunger. Your child could get free school meals, like me. Visit tnschoolmeals.com for more info. Enroll today and learn how your school can reach more students with healthy meals. That's tnschoolmeals.com.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Justice Center, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Swipe left, swipe right. Dating has become very impersonal. But if one of those swipe rights has led you to the right person, I would like to invite you to stop by TK Wheeler Jewelers for a very personal visit. You'll find a gorgeous selection of engagement rings and bridal sets that you can actually try on before you decide. Bring the person you swiped right to TK Wheeler Jewelers today. One woman, one diamond, one place to go. TK Wheeler Jewelers in Oak Ridge next to Outback.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
What if you could get a 365 days comfort guarantee to adjust the firmness or softness of your mattress? What if you could get a 2-sided flippable mattress at factory direct pricing? What if it came with a warranty of up to 20 years? What if you could watch your mattress being handmade right here in the Knoxville factory? You can at Brothers Bedding Mattress Factory. Brothers Bedding understands what it means to be local, high quality, excellent service, and a name you can trust for over 85 years. BrothersBedding.com.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with BetQL. We've got a great Big Ten matchup in Lincoln tonight between the Wisconsin Badgers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Nebraska, an astounding 13-1 straight up at home and 10-4 against the spread. The Badgers, meanwhile, sitting at a road record just around 500. Follow the trends of the Big Ten and ride with the home team. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL, and don't forget to download the BetMGM app today.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for hanging out with us. Final segment of hour number 1. In a little more than 10 minutes, we'll talk to Alan Bell from Driving the Line. We'll get an early thought from him on the Super Bowl. 49ers are slight favorites. Is Mahomes going to do it again as an underdog? He hasn't had many opportunities, but he's had opportunities here in the postseason, and look at what he's pulled off again. So we'll see in the Super Bowl. We'll talk to Alan about that at the start of the 1 o'clock hour. We'll get into a former Tennessee player that is looking forward to playing against Tennessee in 2024. We'll get to that next hour as well.
Yeah, another message by him today, seems like, on Instagram. Throw some shade. Former teammates.
That's a new wrinkle to the transfer portal era. We had Tennessee against former linebacker Henry To'oTo'o. So you had that SEC battle. We'll see Tennessee against Gerald Mincey. It's the spoiler alert of the player we're talking about. And it goes both ways. Players who left, players who come to Tennessee who go up against their old school. So you'll see more and more of that in college football, but not always as vocal about the upcoming matchup as it looks like we're seeing with Gerald Mincy right now.
Next hour, right?
Next hour, yeah. I want to make sure you have a good window of time.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good teammate. Appreciate you.
I'm trying to be.
I want to know what Alan Bell thinks about this Tennessee-Kentucky game. Because that line Tuesday with Tennessee up favored 14 points.
That didn't work out.
That didn't work out. I didn't feel comfortable about it. Should I feel comfortable about Tennessee's chances this weekend? We'll talk to Alan Bell about that here coming up.
Yeah, Tuesday was a really good reminder about being careful with the transitive property game as South Carolina went to Alabama and lost by 27. Bama went to Tennessee and lost by 20. So South Carolina went to Tennessee and won the game. It didn't make sense. That's because sports don't make sense. So we have to always be careful of, well, this happened, so this will happen. Not necessarily.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's not math. Tennessee could absolutely go up there, win by 20, lose by 20, win by 10, lose by 10, win by 1, lose by 1 on any given day on the court versus Kentucky. So it's about you as a player making sure that you're locked in, that you focus, that you play with a certain type of intensity and effort, that you execute. And you got to do it day in and day out. There's no gimmies. You can't just show up and expect for the results to happen because this league is proving every single time there's a game that it's tough. Like, it's tough to win on the road. And, hey, it's even tough to win at home. Kentucky and Tennessee found out the hard way this week.
Yeah, there's a literal sense to what you just said, too. There are no gimmies because we had a bunch of messages yesterday, which were correct, of, hey, if we had hit our layups and free throws, we would have won the game. That's true. But
they didn't.
They didn't. So that's difficult to predict. It's tough to predict a 60% output at the free throw line, including Dalton Knecht struggling there. If you told me Tennessee was going to have more free throws at home and Tennessee was going to have as many looks as it found around the basket, I would have said, okay, Tennessee's good to go.
Yeah.
Even with bad outside shooting. But when you combine the bad outside shooting
with
the missed bunnies or gimme opportunities at the free throw line, well, then you run into a loss against a quality team. South Carolina's an NCAA tournament team. You can't make those kinds of mistakes, leave those points out there against that kind of team.
Yeah, like if you can't run the football efficiently and 4 yards a carry minimum, then you say, all right, well, let's air it out. Let's see if we can make up those yards throwing the football down the field and getting explosive plays. If you can't do that either, chances are you're going to lose the game. So if you can't run it and you can't pass it, you're probably going to lose the game unless you find a way to score on defense, special teams.
Yeah, special teams better step up.
Special teams better be special. You better have one of those games that we had. I want to say it was 16 where Evan Berry and Cam Sutton scored in the same game. Like, you better have one of those games and a defense touchdown if you're going to win against a good team. So you can't miss shots from the outside and then miss bunnies from the inside and shoot 60% from the free throw line. Like, long distance, you wasn't making them. Short distance, you wasn't making them. Mid-range, you wasn't making them when no one was guarding you. You're not going to win games like that.
We'll talk to Alan Bell when we come back right here on Josh and Swain.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Is an AFC versus NFC flag football game coached by the Manning brothers worth watching? Heck yeah! Head to Twin Peaks to watch the Pro Bowl skills competition this afternoon. Then buckle up for the Flag Football Championship with a 29-degree beer and hand-smashed burger at Twin Peaks.
Giddy up, Knoxville, because one of the farmers on the all-new season of Farmer Wants a Wife is from right here at home.
It's Mitchell from Farmer Wants a Wife. Join me on my own journey to find love.
Mitchell Kolinsky is a Knoxville native looking for the perfect match.
It is risky for me. I'm putting my heart on the line. I'm hoping that it leads to love, truly.
Will Mitchell find the love he's looking for?
I'm a traditional guy looking for a traditional woman.
Find out on an all-new season of Farmer Wants a Wife, premiering tonight at 9 on Fox 43.
Rick Terry here with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. If you're new to the area or you've never been in our store, let me tell you about our once-a-year clearance sale. It's a great sale. And why? Because it's for real. Not a market up to market down. It's 40 to 50% off our oldest items, 20 to 30% off our newest, hottest items. And it only happens once a year. Sale starts February the 5th through Valentine's Day. I promise you won't be disappointed. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We want to be your jeweler.
The American Red Cross is facing an emergency blood shortage as the nation's blood supply has dropped to critically low levels. Blood and platelet donations are needed now for people counting on life-saving care after accidents, surgeries, and those facing critical treatments for cancer and sickle cell disease. You can take action today. Make an appointment to give blood. To book a time, use the Red Cross Blood Donor app. Visit redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to schedule your appointment.
After years of discomfort, it's like I'm alive again.
Sonia Hackett talks about how QC Kinetics changed her life.
QC Kinetics has given me my quality of life back.
Before QC Kinetics, Sonia suffered from horrible knee and back pain stemming from a car accident.
I was wearing knee braces just to try to maneuver around.
Sonia hated the idea of pain meds, and surgery seemed too risky, so she turned to the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics, the leaders in advanced regenerative medicine.
That consultation just changed my life. I can do the treadmill, everything. I don't have anything holding me back. The quality of life is pain-free. QC Kinetics has made us very happy.
Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today.
I'm going to get emotional again. They are like family members to me. They care.
Call QC Kinetics now.
Call QC Kinetics, 865-238-4799. That's 865-238-4799. 865-238-4799.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman, and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy, and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 991thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Andrew Bogish with a CBS Sports Minute. I still don't love the in-season tournament, but plenty of people do, so I want to give the NBA some leeway with their latest innovation. But I'd be stunned if expanding the draft will create more interest in the event. The league will split its 2 rounds over 2 nights this June. Is a standalone second round really appointment television? I'm Andrew Bogish.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Zero Res Carpet Cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Life's troubles aren't always fun, but there's a law group in town who will help you get them done. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Hour number 2 of Josh and Swain begins. Thank you for being with us. 2 hours to go. We'll get back to Tennessee basketball this upcoming Saturday against Kentucky. Tennessee football against a former teammate. That is an online battle that has started to brew here over the last few days. Right now, we get to our friend Alan Bell from Driving the Line. He joins us now, as he does each week. Alan, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Doing fantastic, man. Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, we're doing really well, and we're in that waiting time for the Super Bowl, so we want to get your thoughts there coming up. It's also a big Saturday coming up. Tennessee's going to Rupp Arena. Kentucky in basketball just lost at home to Florida. Tennessee lost at home as a 14-point favorite against South Carolina, which is a quality team a couple of days ago. But what do you make of midweek losses for both Tennessee and Kentucky as they get ready to play a big game, ESPN Saturday night at Rupp Arena this weekend?
Yeah, so, for Tennessee, right, I mean, Tennessee had won, 13 straight games at home. I mean, it was coming. It's a long season, college basketball, and South Carolina's a good basketball team, right? So I think that, kind of not necessarily letdown game, but you're not going to play perfect every single time out, and the SEC is a tough conference, obviously, to do it. So I don't really necessarily look at Tennessee any different than I did before that game. Now, for Kentucky, that was not a good loss at all because they were handling their business, controlling the game in the first half. And then the second half came and Florida really just took over. I think that Kentucky has a lot more questions in regards to their team and their future than Tennessee does. But going on the road, Rupp Arena, like you said, never an easy out for anybody. I'll say this. It's going to be a game between offense and defense. Who is going to control it there? Kentucky's going to want to just run and gun. Tennessee can do that, but I think Tennessee's defense might have something to say as well.
Alan, do you have a player for Tennessee that did not play well on Tuesday versus South Carolina that you think will play well versus Kentucky?
Yeah, so, honestly, looking at it, kind of thought that it would be a lower scoring game, right? So the total was sitting at 137.5 for Tennessee, South Carolina. We actually played the under on that one, just kind of thinking that, you're not going to play perfect 13, 14 times in a row. But I think that actually will play into Tennessee's favor Saturday. So I would say playing points, I think that, once we get the spread of the total on this game, it'll come out Friday evening. Playing the over in this one will be a good way to bet it because both offenses are going to want to come out and just put points up left and right.
Mentioned the Tennessee and Kentucky losses. Purdue was fortunate against Northwestern. North Carolina went down against Georgia Tech 2 nights ago. How difficult is college basketball game in, game out to figure out, especially on the road, but even sometimes a couple of these games again were at home for those teams that lost?
Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly why. Like, I don't look at Tennessee any different before and after that South Carolina game because look across the country, right? There are teams that are going through the exact same thing. Really good college basketball teams. Look at Kansas. I mean, they have had, ups and downs all throughout the season already, and that they're going to be there at the end. So, yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of parity across all conferences in Division I basketball. It's a long season, man. It's difficult, right? And especially when you have college kids and you have midweek games, whether at home or on the road, you have school, all kinds of things going on. Yeah, man, it's not like the NFL where it's 1 week, you play one game, and prepare for that one. You have multiple going on. So, yeah, man, a lot of parity, which is good. It's going to make March Madness even better.
You mentioned NFL, Alan, as we approach Super Bowl Sunday, and this is going to be a phenomenal game. Two teams that On collision course, Chiefs are Super Bowl champions. They're the class of the NFL. The 49ers have been dominant physically. What's some things that you're thinking about as we approach Super Bowl Sunday about which direction you're going to go from a prop betting standpoint and maybe total or a line standpoint?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so first off, anybody that's new to sports betting, understand the Super Bowl is a completely different game, all right? So if you're going to bet props, understand that those numbers for star players, Patrick Mahomes passing yards, Travis Kelce receptions, receiving yards, those numbers only go up as the week and the second week goes along. So have a plan, get in early because those numbers aren't going to go down. Now, as for the actual game, we see that in Super Bowls over the last 9, let's just say the last decade here, you average about 70 pass attempts between both quarterbacks in each game. It's a longer game. You see passing more and more. So I think that you're going to see a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes who can control the game, control the clock, have a lot of success in the air. I like his completions number. I like the Chiefs overall. It's tough to bet against them, man, and I know that the 49ers are a beast, but we saw them twice now against the Packers and against the Lions have to come and play from behind. That's not good for what San Francisco wants to do because Mahomes and the Chiefs, that is not the team to mess around with. But I'll say this, first half points, play it. Both of these offenses, both of these teams want to get ahead. So I think the best way to look at it is you're going to see a lot of points in the first half.
Alan Bell, check out Driving the Line on YouTube, the AB3 as well. So I guess you and I had a similar thought, which might scare you, but when I see those points there for Mahomes, knowing what he's capable of, knowing how good he is, my thought was, going against him is a scary move. We'll see how it plays out in a week and a half, but that was my thought, was points on the side of Kansas City for Mahomes and Andy Reid is a dangerous game.
It's a seriously dangerous game, and you see a guy like Travis Kelce who is literally playing almost the best that we've ever seen him in these last 2 playoff games. He's on a roll. The team is on a roll. Spags, the defensive coordinator, is feeling it. That defense plays above its head. Now, there are some injuries there to pay attention to, but that being said, it's just tough to bet against him, man. It is just tough to bet against a winner, and that's what Patrick Mahomes is. The man wins.
Are we going to get some good Taylor props next week? How's that going to work?
I'm sure that we are. And look, the NFL always wins. They've tried forever to get Taylor Swift to play halftime of the Super Bowl, and she always says no because, what does she really have to gain from anything? She doesn't need it. Now they're going to get her and her publicity for free, right? They're just going to get it right handed to them. The NFL always wins, and, yeah, you know that we're going to have a bunch of Taylor prop bets.
I saw some Usher prop bets out there about what song he's going to play first.
Yeah, so, all right. How would you go about it? Because Usher has had such a long career and so many big hits, right? I'm looking at where Nice and Slow comes in. That's the old school banger. Yep. But then you've got, you just go down the list. And he's going to have friends come out and play as well. Dude, I think this is going to be a great halftime show, man. Oh, yeah. I'm fired up for it. How would you start it? Which song would you start out with?
Yeah, I wouldn't start with yeah. I would start with something else, man.
I think you go the slow build up and then you pop with yeah, and get the party started that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. But Rihanna came out, she wasn't playing no games, man. She didn't start out slow.
She did it all, man.
So maybe Usher does the same.
Yep, absolutely, man. You're right.
Hey, Alan, is there anything else you want to highlight before we let you go that is on the Driving the Line radar right now? NBA, golf, anything else?
Yeah, so, we're definitely big on golf. And I'll tell you what, not only if you bet golf, you don't have to at all. Come check us out at Driving the Line on YouTube there. Just search it. You'll find it. We've got former PGA Tour pros, PGA pro Steve Scott, that not only are we talking about how to bet these tournaments, but we're talking about how to just get better as a golfer. So if you have no interest in betting whatsoever, perfectly fine. All of it will be tailored exactly to you, and get yourself prepared from former PGA pros when you start playing these rounds, when it gets a little warmer. Absolutely, man. Everybody come check it out. You'll enjoy it.
Yep, it's at Driving the Line. That's the handle there. Subscribe so it's more easily available to you, and it'll pop up when you hop on there. Driving the Line, a friend of our Sports Animal YouTube channel, and at the AB3, right? The channel that you're running as well.
Absolutely, yep. And what we're going to do there, we're going to get that started here soon, of teaching brand new bettors how to approach it, how to get into it, all kinds of best tips, all kinds of stuff. We'll have a bunch of special guests there as well who have done it and make you a better easily and quickly.
Also, before you go, if anybody's watching right now, where you find the retro fits, you got the Grizzlies hat on today, is that right?
Yep, absolutely, man. So New Era has a bunch of them, right? So you could go straight to New Era. You could go to Amazon, to be honest with you. Go check them out there, and you can find it, man. There's a bunch of great ones. There's a lot of Tennessee ones that are phenomenal, man. If you like that 90s look, man, they've got a bunch of them. The old school baseball hats as well. Yeah, they're fantastic, man.
Hey, maybe if you get a Tennessee one, we can help you get it signed by Don D. Plowman.
The value will skyrocket if that happens.
There we go.
Yeah. Very popular right now, as is the Driving the Line channel. So stop by, check it out. Alan, we appreciate you as always. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you again soon.
Man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Thank you.
Alan Bell, Driving the Line, joining us each week right here on Josh and Swain.
I'm gonna go with OMG Usher, upbeat.
Okay,
but it's not yeah, which I think will be towards the end of the performance because it's the most recognizable one. And then you got DJ Got Us Falling in Love. That's an upbeat song. So you have to, I feel like, have to go upbeat to get people off their feet, leaning inside, leaning off the chair a little bit, and then slow it down and then turn it back up. So I think OMG is a good one.
Could he do any kind of Confessions remix towards some NFL teams out there? Get creative if you want to. NFL probably would frown upon that one.
Yeah, probably.
Probably not this setting.
It was a banger, though.
It was.
But I don't know if it fits in with this performance. I don't know.
Yeah. The ratings for the Super Bowl are just going to be outrageous. Maybe they went over 50 million on the viewers of the last two Chiefs games. Chiefs Bills and Chiefs Ravens.
I wonder why. I wonder why a lot of people watching the Chiefs. Some Swifties out there.
Yep.
It's good for the NFL. Stop hating on Travis Kelce. He got a nice-looking girl. They can talk about Taylor every once in a while during the broadcast. Stop being upset about it.
Yeah, what did I say? A total of 44 seconds she was shown on screen?
Yeah, and when she was
One of the
shown,
biggest stars in the world, that seems low to me.
Yeah, when she was shown, she mouthed, "Go away." So it's like she doesn't even want all the attention.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Well, she's going to receive it.
It's about that time, Josh.
We'll continue. You can join us, 865-656-9900, a former Vol versus...
A former Vol. You said it right.
Current Vols. We'll get to it when we come back right here with VFL, Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. We're on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
If there's intelligent life out there somewhere, there's streaming 99.1 The Sports Animal. Guaranteed.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-310-3256 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. And if you don't know what to get your Valentine, then you might need to hop in the car. Drive out to South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, right next to the Outback Steakhouse, and see my guy, TK Wheeler, out at TK Wheeler Jewelers. Hey, this is Heather. He's never going to steer you wrong. I love the selection they have. I feel like a kid in a candy store every time I walk through TK Wheeler Jewelers. Just seeing all that beautiful jewelry sparkling in its cases, it's mesmerizing. Now, I have gone all the way gold over the past few years. I just want gold necklaces, bangle bracelets, huggy earrings. Now I'm looking for a big pair of gold hoop earrings. Well, TK Wheeler has it all, and all at great prices. And if you're looking for a little more bling, he's got the diamonds and multicolored gemstones any way you want them. In necklace pendants, dangling earrings, tennis bracelets, it's endless. And if you want to pop the big question, he's got a great selection of engagement rings too. This Valentine's Day, say, I love you, baby, with a beautiful piece of jewelry from my jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers.
A rock from the darker side. Disturbed live. You're not put down with the sickness. Take back your life tour. February 8th, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. New album, Divisive, available now. With special guest, Falling in Reverse. And Plush. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Disturbed. Produced by Live Nation. Giddy up, Knoxville, because one of the farmers on the all-new season of Farmer Wants a Wife is from right here at home.
It's Mitchell from Farmer Wants a Wife. Join me on my own journey to find love.
Mitchell Kolinsky is a Knoxville native looking for the perfect match.
It is risky for me. I'm putting my heart on the line. I'm hoping that it leads to love, truly.
Will Mitchell find the love he's looking for?
I'm a traditional guy looking for a traditional woman.
Find out on an all-new season of Farmer Wants a Wife, premiering tonight at 9 on Fox 43.
And now the Marketing Minute. Advertising online is becoming more of a necessity. With cell phones now doing over 60% of online searches, it's obvious that today's mobile consumers are researching purchases right before they reach for their wallet. Businesses that rank higher in searches have a clear advantage. Top search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing have standard guidelines for business listings. Pay-per-click ads followed paid listings, today's equivalent of a yellow page ad, appear at the top. Scroll on down and you will see other businesses ranked and listed by complicated algorithms based on content and website performance. So where do businesses turn to try to untangle this mess? We can help. We're Cumulus Digital, and our team prides itself on helping your business build an online strategy that begins with getting a higher search rank. Want to find out more? Go online to cumulusdigital.com. Cumulus Media, delivering the best in radio and internet advertising.
The big dog of heating and cooling is now looking for more techs to join the pack. Chancey & Reynolds is now hiring HVAC duct mechanics and technicians, providing a great benefits package, paid vacation and holidays. These are full-time positions for those who want a career, not just a job. Chancey & Reynolds, in business for more than 40 years, is a York Heating and Air specialty company. Apply in person at 614 Van Street or call 865-525-5076.
The big dog of heating and cooling. The big dog.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Hope you're having a great Thursday afternoon. Gerald Mincy is having an active time online. He is a former Tennessee offensive lineman, spent the last 2 years in Knoxville, and after announcing several weeks ago that he would return to Tennessee, changed his mind, decided to transfer elsewhere. There was a change, according to the courts, that allowed players to transfer multiple times and still be able to play right away. And Mincy ended up transferring to Kentucky. Tennessee and Kentucky, Swain, will play this upcoming fall. November 2nd, I believe, is the date when Kentucky is scheduled to come to Knoxville. And it appears Gerald Mincy is looking forward to that game against his former team.
Yeah, I love it, man. He should be looking forward to playing against his old team. I think it worked out for Tennessee that Gerald Mincy hit the portal. It opened up a wide open opportunity for Tennessee to go out and pursue Lance Hurd, a player with immense talent that gives you multiple years of eligibility. I hope Gerald was able to make the money that he was looking for, and I hope he has a really good season with Kentucky. I hope he has opportunity to play at the next level, because when we had Jim Nagy on from the Senior Bowl last year, he was talking about Gerald Mincy and his physical attributes. And he's tall, he's long, long arms. He can play at the next level, and really hope he's able to do that. But with that being said, if I'm Gerald Mincey, I don't know if I'm on social media calling out my old teammates the way he's doing right now, highlighting one of the strip sacks or turnovers that we had against Alabama, the strip sack in particular, where one of his teammates on the other side of the offensive line at tackle got beat and gave up a sack, and that changed the game. That basically still sealed the deal right there.
It's pretty much over. It was 27-20. After that, it was 34-20.
I don't know if I would be doing that. I don't know if that's the best course of action, especially when the last time Gerald Mincey faced his former team, the night before the game, there was another thing that was more important than Gerald Mincey. They got himself cited in trouble to the point where when Tennessee went down to Florida, he was unable to play on offense. Now, I believe he shouldn't even been able to go in the first place. You're either suspended or you're not suspended. But he was just suspended from playing offensive line, but he was on special teams on kickoff, on extra point. And so if I'm Tennessee, I don't have anything to worry about because Gerald obviously is not focused when it comes to playing against his former team because he wasn't when we went down and played against the Florida Gators. That's number one. Number two, this is supposed to be the year for Gerald Mincey, this past year, where he was going to be the undoubted starter. He was going to take over. He was supposed to be that 2022, but he allowed a former walk-on to take his job in Jeremiah Crawford. So I don't know if I would be talking as much as Gerald Mincey is talking, but I hope he has a really good season. I hope that he's healthy and he's able to make a whole lot of money doing what he loves to do. And I hope he does love to play football because it's not going to last long if he doesn't. But handle your business, man. Like, you're not going to win games on social media. Understand you play for Kentucky now, right? You play for Kentucky. Leave the trash talking to your coach, Vince Morrow. I have never seen a Kentucky player talk as much as Gerald Mincey has talked. He's been there for all of 5 minutes. So, how about the night before the Tennessee-Kentucky game, how about you just make curfew? How about you do that? And then we'll see what happens on the football field. That's what I got to say.
Is this not some violation of at least an unwritten rule, what he did sharing the photo of what is now his former teammate, John Campbell Jr., getting beaten, which led to the strip sack, return for a touchdown?
No, if you don't like John Campbell, then it ain't unwritten rule, a broken unwritten rule. You don't have sometimes. Yeah,
you were his teammate at the time.
Yeah, I think you could look at it as bad form, but like if he didn't like his teammate, he didn't say anything when he was a Vol. He's not a Vol anymore. He wants to say it, then hey, he can go ahead and say it. He can go ahead and say it. I mean,
I don't know this. He might look at what John Campbell is going to be able to make in 2023.
Maybe.
I think that should have been mine, and now I'm not there because of that. That might be part of it, too. That wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe. I mean, it's hard not to point to monetary reasons because of the money that's flying around with NIL. Joe Mincey was supposed to come back. Didn't come back and probably found out what John Campbell was making. It was like, hold on now. I know he ain't making that after giving up that strip sack against Alabama. And Gerald Mincey did play hurt.
To his credit.
He did play hurt. And John Campbell did not play in the Georgia game. John Campbell did not play in the bowl game. Last time we saw John Campbell was against Missouri. So, like, if I'm Gerald Mincey, I understand if you feel a certain type of way about that. I get it. I totally get it. But let's not make it seem like that you have a lot of room to talk because when your team needed you at the Swamp, you was out and about on a Thursday night.
I will say that I'm a little more excited now for the Tennessee-Kentucky game.
I think this is one of the cool things about NIL and players transferring is that they can transfer to a school that the old school will play against, and you get this battle. So another thing Gerald Vinci probably didn't think about before popping off at the mouth is you may feel a certain type of way about Tennessee and about your former teammates, and that's fine, that's cool. You have the right to feel that way. But your teammates in Kentucky, your new teammates at Kentucky, are not going to have your back the way that Tennessee players are going to have John Campbell's back, because they play with you 2 years. And I can promise you there's a lot of dudes on the team that probably don't like you and can't wait to go up against you. So there's going to be some players that will ride with John Campbell more than Kentucky players are going to ride for Gerald Mincy. This is going to be a great matchup in the trenches.
Is Kentucky's tackle on the opposite side going to say to James Pierce, hey, that was Gerald?
Yeah. He might try to.
That wasn't me.
He's thinking it. Hey, man, like that was – I didn't say anything, man. I wasn't talking trash. And James was like, too bad. You about to get this work.
That's the other part of it.
Because your boy over there, Gerald Mincy, was running his mouth all offseason.
Yeah, Tennessee's going to have some guys that are going to be ready to go on the defensive line. It looks that way, at least.
Entertaining.
A preseason All-American. But, yes.
Entertaining.
I am entertained.
Oh, I appreciate Gerald letting us know how he feels. We appreciate the content, 100%. But you might want to get that pass blocking grade up before you start running that mouth. That's all I'm saying.
865-656-9900 if you would like to join the conversation, as there is off-season conversation already for Tennessee versus Kentucky. We have 90 minutes to go. We have more Dalton Knecht nicknames coming in. Swain?
I thought we've named all of them that we could possibly name.
You would think.
Oh.
But there are more.
Bring it on.
We have more to discuss right here on Josh and Swain.
Your odds to win 99.1 The Sports Animal's biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contests with a grand prize value over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of Sports Animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly Sports Animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for The Jungle Email Club. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
The Washington Commanders are hiring Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn to be their next head coach. Quinn takes over for Ron Rivera, who was fired after the Commanders went 4-13 this past season. Quinn is 43-42 as a head coach, as he was previously the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons for parts of 6 seasons, where he led the Falcons to a Super Bowl appearance in 2016. The Commanders have missed the playoffs in each of the last 3 years. The Lady Vols are 5-2 in SEC play. They hit the road to take on Georgia in Athens tonight at 7 o'clock. The Bulldogs have lost their last 6 games. Tennessee is coming off a loss to Ole Miss over the weekend. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Coverage begins at 6:30 right here on The Sports Animal. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Whether it's game day or movie night, Games and Things is your ticket to the best seat in the house. Hi, I'm Scott Mellon, and it's time to get rid of that old recliner and upgrade to new home theater seating from Games and Things. We offer the largest selection of quality seats at the best price in East Tennessee. With a multitude of styles, configurations, and options, you are sure to find that perfect seat. Stop by Games and Things to upgrade your seats today. Located at the corner of Kingston Pike and Lovell Road, and online at ourgameroom.com. Games and Things, because life should be fun.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of, what am I going to make for dinner this week?
That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
There's so many reasons to experience Peak IV hydration for yourself. Peak IV hydration delivers the fluids and essential nutrients that you need directly to the bloodstream. For athletes, Peak IV hydration has sport-specific IV treatments designed to optimize your body's potential. For immune defense, they offer antioxidants as well as vitamin C and zinc, and nothing beats a hangover like Peak IV hydration. It's Peak IV hydration, 906 Sevier Avenue in Knoxville, or online, peakivhydration.com.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you." Unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
A farm, a family, and a tradition of premium fresh sausage that's lasted almost a century. Using only the freshest ingredients and finest cuts of meat for flavor that is locked in instantly. Each bite of Swaggerty's Farm sausage transports you back to a warm, cozy southern kitchen, leaving you satisfied and ready to take on the day. Swaggerty's Farm. Quite possibly the best tasting sausage in America. Now available at your local retailers.
This report is sponsored by InvisibleFence.com. Strong enough for a Mastiff, but gentle enough for a Chihuahua. Invisible Fence is more than a fence. Customized for every pet, every need, and every yard. Their hands-on training and exclusive technology ensures your pet is protected while giving them more room to run. Learn more at InvisibleFence.com.
We've got lots of sunshine to go around for the next couple of days, including on this Thursday where it's mostly sunny in the afternoon, a high reaching near 54. Overnight mostly clear to partly cloudy skies down to 34. For your Friday, sunshine once again for the afternoon, a high near 59, down to 34 headed into Saturday morning. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Whether you're facing divorce, injury, or any legal strife has come your way, there's one call to make to Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
The Sports Animal Stream now has streaming-only giveaways. Listen daily to The Sports Animal Stream for keywords to text in for a chance to win. The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Swain, we had the text earlier from Michael up in Rhode Island. So where's our invitation? He said VFL's always invited.
Oh, yes, sir.
And Will sent us some photos, tagged you as well, at Swain Event. Said some reasons to go, as I was there in November. some fun food, some fish and chips, some beautiful beaches. So we appreciate all the Rhode Island love here for Josh and Swain.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Who's paying for the flight?
The invitation didn't specify all expenses paid, so that might be on you still.
I have to get the NCAA's permission to be able to fly. We'll make it happen.
Just get that thrown into the lawsuit. They'll cover expenses. Tack it on.
I'm with it, man. Whatever it takes to get to Rhode Island. Bucket list, man. I checked it off my states I've been to.
It's a cool place. I'd like to go back. So you
We'll make
fly
it
first class. I'll just hop into coach.
That works for me.
The Summit Sniper. What do you think about Dalton Knecht, the Summit Sniper, as Tennessee plays at the Summit, the court name, in honor of the legendary Pat Summitt, the Summit Sniper?
You not going to make shots Saturday? We didn't think that one through, did we?
Well, he can still be the Summit Sniper. He's traveling, the Summit Sniper. You send him to take out other teams at Rupp.
What is he, like 007?
At Coleman. Yeah, he kind of is.
Okay. Dalton Knecht.
Put it in the maybe category. Is that what you're saying?
Connect. Dalton Knecht.
So Russ yesterday sent us a bunch of situational nicknames. Do you want to hear a few of them? I enjoyed these.
Well, you shared with me those yesterday.
Yeah.
But I do want to hear them again, and I know that our listeners would love to hear them.
So main nickname would be DK Money. But Russ provided a Dalton Knecht brand book. Said share this with Bob and Bert because different situations can call for different descriptions.
That's true.
So we're gonna build out a whole branding opportunity for Dalton Knecht. As earlier in the week we were talking about the nickname for Dalton. White Mamba's come up, but maybe that's a working nickname. We'll see if anything officially sticks. If he hits a crunch time shot, it's a DK Dagger.
DK Dagger.
Because Dagger came up, and that's not bad.
No,
the Dagger. So a DK Dagger.
Ain't bad.
3-point shot would be DK Downtown. A dunk would simply be a DK Dunk.
Okay.
So we're really playing off the alliteration there. An assist can be a DK Dime or DK Delivery.
Or DK Dish.
An and one, which can happen because he can play above the rim.
That's right.
And he is difficult to guard on his way to the basket, would be a DK Dandy. I think Dickie V would like that one.
Oh, baby, a DK Dandy.
See?
Yeah.
A floater would be a DK Dazzler.
I don't like that one.
Okay.
We should change that one.
Okay.
We should change that one to a DK Drop.
DK Drop's good.
Yeah.
Let's go DK Drop.
Yeah, you drop it.
Okay. You can guess this one if he gets 10 points and 10 boards. Would be a DK Double.
Yep.
It's pretty simple, but it works. And then how did he do that? Bob and Bert are trying to figure it out. How did he do that? It's a DK Doozy.
That's a good guide.
Russ providing the branding book for Dalton Knecht.
I think it's good. I think Russ came through with that one. That's good. Had to make a little change, but that's what teamwork is all about.
Right. Yeah, it's a working guide.
Yeah.
So Russ, we appreciate you sending that in. We're getting more that have come in. Steven says Swain won't like this one, so I'll happily read it.
I love it.
The Knecht big thing.
The what? The what?
The Knecht big thing.
Man, he is right.
Steven was correct.
That is terrible.
Swain doesn't like it. I love it.
Of course.
Matt says Dalton Knecht, the Dark Knight. So he's Batman?
I guess.
Both start with KN.
I guess so.
Knecht and Knight.
I guess so. Yeah, I didn't know the Dark Knight part. I had no clue where we were going with that one.
Okay. So the Knecht's big thing, I support that one. And I like Russ's guide, the DK drop. You're right. That's the floater in the lane.
Yeah. Or
that's easy, Bob. Oh, that's a DK drop as Tennessee goes up 74-68.
What happens if he's dribbling and he makes the opponent fall? That can also be called
DK drop. He dropped the defender.
Yeah, DK drop. Yep, because he dropped the defender.
I like this. This is like we've turned Dalton into a high-level WWE entertainer where you have different moves like The Rock had the people's elbow.
Yeah, well, I mean,
the rock bottom.
He needs to have these now because if he's playing at the next level, somebody's gonna make one up for him. So like we need to make one up for him now, so that way he has it going into the league.
Yeah.
So we get credit.
Yeah, I think
Tennessee gets credit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people said, "Oh, how did we not think Pasternut when Josh Dobbs was here?"
Yeah, we blew that.
Yep.
Yeah, what do we call him? We call him anything? Some of y'all was calling him a wide receiver. That's what some of y'all was calling him.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me either. But some of y'all was calling him a wide receiver. I didn't think he was a quarterback. But we learn from our mistakes, right?
We do. So we appreciate all the collective effort out there. Some more effective than others with the nickname suggestions that we received Monday, today, and the guidebook, I think, is thinking outside the box for the branding of Dalton.
That's what we're about here. That's what we're about. Thinking outside the box, zigging while everybody else is zagging. That's what we're about. I love it.
865-656-9900 for you to join us. Time for your calls and your texts. When we come back, we're with you until 3 o'clock this afternoon on Josh and Swain.
Hey, this is Heather. Raise your hand
one
if
of the
your
farmers
britches
on the
are
all-new
fitting
season of Farmer Wants a Wife is from right here at home.
It's Mitchell from Farmer Wants a Wife. Join me on my own journey to find love.
Mitchell Kolinsky is a Knoxville native looking for the perfect match.
It is risky for me. I'm putting my heart on the line, and I'm hoping that it leads to love, truly.
Will Mitchell find the love he's looking for?
I'm a traditional guy looking for a traditional woman.
Find out on an all-new season of Farmer Wants a Wife, premiering tonight at 9 on Fox 43.
Hey, this is Heather. Raise your hand if your britches are fitting a little tight after the holidays. Yeah, my hand is up. It's time to get back in the gym at Ford Sanders Health and Fitness Center. If you have not tried Ford Sanders Health and Fitness Center yet, what are you waiting on? You are absolutely going to love it. And you can take advantage of a free 3-day trial membership right now. Go to FSHFC.com. Try it for free because I'm telling you, you're going to love it. They've got everything you need to get in shape this year. The indoor heated pool, over 85 group fitness classes, a full weight room with machines and free weights, and every piece of cardio equipment you could want. Plus, they've got a newly renovated basketball court if you want to get some shots up. That's where you're going to find Josh. They've got racquetball, tennis courts inside and out, and even a running track. Plus, they've got the ever-popular pickleball. And parents, you can get your workout in because childcare is free with that family membership. And all the memberships are month-to-month with no long-term contracts. Give them a call today at 531-5000 or visit FSHFC.com.
Rick Terry here with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. If you're new to the area or you've never been in our store, let me tell you about our once-a-year clearance sale. It's a great sale. And why? Because it's for real. Not a mark it up to mark it down. It's 40 to 50% off our oldest items, 20 to 30% off our newest, hottest items, and it only happens once a year. Sale starts February the 5th through Valentine's Day. I promise you won't be disappointed. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler.
Having a tough time finding the right people for the job? Well, maybe it's time to take a second look at who you're hiring. Look beyond the wall. Unlock talent by hiring someone with a record. They did their time, and now you can take them from justice to a job. Get tax credits, training dollars, and protection bonds. The Tennessee Office of Reentry can show you how second chances work. Learn more at tnworkready.com.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
I remember when I was a little boy, and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman, and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy, and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the bed store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. QN.
Today, we're on a quest for the ever-elusive local business. However, our search is difficult as big-name national companies overshadow their smaller competitors. If only these local businesses knew about Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost can increase their online presence in ways that go beyond basic SEO. Aha! A mom-and-pop shop victory! Get found by more customers with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS Boost.com.
Never miss another Sports Animal sweet deal. Text SWEET to 865-656-9900 and you'll receive a reminder text right before each new sweet deal goes on sale. Text SWEET to 656-9900.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with it. So, Swain, we have another statement in the latest Tennessee versus the NCAA. We actually didn't read the NCAA statement from yesterday yet today, but we already have the response from Danny White, and it begins, however you want to describe it, I would describe as somewhat mocking the NCAA in their statement. As their statement led yesterday with, we don't generally comment on infractions cases. So Danny White's statement, I'll read it in full here, begins, quote, the NCAA, all in bold, generally does not comment on infractions cases. As he continues, because there is a rule against it. However, that has not stopped them in the past from leaking information to the media as they did this week about us. Their actions made this ill-conceived investigation public and forced us to defend ourselves. It is clear that the NCAA staff does not understand what is happening at the campus level all over the country in the NIL space. After reviewing thousands of Tennessee coach and personnel phone records, NCAA investigators didn't find a single NIL violation, so they moved the goalpost to fit a predetermined outcome. They are stating that the nebulous, contradictory NIL guidelines written by the NCAA, not the membership, don't matter, and applying the old booster bylaws to collectives. Again, this is Danny White's statement. He continues, if that's the case, then 100% of the major programs in college athletics have significant violations. This is obviously silly and not productive, as is blaming the membership whenever they are challenged. We need to be spending our time and energy on solutions to better organize college athletics in the NIL era, something that NCAA leadership failed to do back in 2021. Student athletes, prospective student athletes, coaches, and administrators across the country deserve better, and I refuse to allow the NCAA to irrationally use Tennessee as an example for their own agenda. That is the statement from Tennessee Athletic Director Danny White. You're going to count to 3? Has the NCAA been pinned?
No, man, that's just the sound of the mic dropping.
Okay.
Or whatever sound you want to use to describe something hitting the table. But, yeah. Danny White is not playing games out here. And I'm here for it. We all here for it. Whether you are a Tennessee fan or not, you should be here for it. Because you can laugh today at Tennessee, but you can cry later when they come after your school because it's coming. The thing that stands out, 100% of major programs in college athletics have significant violations if we're looking at just applying the old booster bylaws to collectives. Because you think Ohio State, the university, is paying Judkins the $1 that they got him, they pay him to come to Ohio State because, NIL had nothing to do with it, according to Judkins. But Ohio State's not paying Downs, all these players from the portal. Ole Miss is not paying Downs. Collectives are ran because of the big dollars that the collectives are able to collect from the big donors and boosters. Duh.
Yep.
And then you have your membership that fills in a lot of the holes with different levels. We see that at multiple places. We see it at Alabama. We see it at Tennessee. Like, there's a membership that generates money as well for the collective. So Danny White nailed it, man. He nailed it. Leaked it, huh? I didn't know it was a rule against leaking information like that to the media. Goodness gracious, Danny.
The one thing I will say there is, while he's correct, of course it was leaked from somebody connected to the NCAA. Of course it was. Everybody in college athletics, pro sports, whatever, leaks information.
I understand that. Does it make it not a rule? Like, I didn't know that it was a rule against it until Danny said that.
Well, I'm not sure that he's stating specifically there's a rule against leaking information. There's a rule about commenting. So a way to get information out without commenting is leaking information. You privately let somebody know. You give them. You know what leaking is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Everybody, that's how it operates. So I feel like I would be a big hypocrite as a member of the media if I wag my finger at somebody over information leaking.
Yes, you benefit from it.
A lot of reporting, yes.
Yeah, you benefit it. But
yeah, I know things that get told to me that aren't supposed to be. You do too. Everybody does.
Yeah, but like the NCAA commented on it by allowing someone else to leak it.
Sure, yeah.
They didn't publicly say anything. They just gave the information because the information can only come from one place.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that Danny's wrong in what he's saying. I would say that he's correct in what he's saying. I'm not going to go wagging my finger over.
No. We like leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we the media.
Yeah, it happens.
We like leaks that benefits us. We're going to keep it real here.
There you go.
We're not against all leaks.
Yeah, we don't like leaky faucets. We don't want that.
No. But
information leaks.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Yeah, we also have, and we're out of time this hour, but this will carry right over, and we'll keep the conversation moving as we're just at the next chapter of Tennessee versus the NCAA. This is a fast-moving movie, by the way.
Dude, this movie, it don't take long to pick up. Like Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, off the chain.
The latest chapter that has been added is Tennessee football player Jackson Lampley, who announced recently he will come back for his extra year of eligibility, has filed a declaration in the state of Tennessee's lawsuit against the NCAA. I read Adam Sparks' story.
Get in there, Jackson. Get in there, Jackson Lampley. Get in there. Get you a rep.
The 6-page statement was filed in the Eastern District of Tennessee Federal Court. It summarizes his experience as a student athlete and gives his readiness to testify in the lawsuit if called upon. His father, some may know, is Brad Lampley, a
lawyer.
Yeah, an attorney in Nashville who played on the offensive line for the Vols in the 90s. So
he played with Peyton. He's attached to greatness. You got to mention that too. It has nothing to do with the story, but you got to throw in Peyton. Peyton's on our side too, NCAA.
Okay, as long as we're throwing out tidbits. I'm with Jason Swain, former top 25 recruit in the 2003 class, according to ESPN. More on this when we come back on Josh and Swain.
Peyton.
Exciting news from Subs and Such. They have a fresh new look with their remodeled space. Now enjoy your favorite subs with the best options for toppings and sides in the area. Did you know they cater to Subs and Such in Alcoa, where every bite is an experience.
Looking for a pre-owned Toyota? Look no further than Rick McGill's with a good selection of pre-owned Toyotas, and many of them certified. Rick McGill's Toyota on the Airport Motor Mile. Your pre-owned Toyota is here.
When it comes to weight loss, one size does not fit all. At Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness, powered by Nutrimost, Dr. Terry Bragg provides the educational tools you need to manage your weight. No prepackaged foods and no counting points. Dr. Bragg uses a team approach, creating a personalized roadmap to a healthy lifestyle, including food plan, supplements, and support. Most participants lose 20 pounds in 40 days. For more information, go to BraggWeightLossAndWellness.com and start living your most healthy life.
This has been a paid announcement.
Do you have stuff that you need gone? Then give a buzz to Junk Be Gone. Created right here in Knoxville, Junk Be Gone has been the #1 junk removal company in East Tennessee for the past 16 years. Full-service junk removal, 15-yard driveway dumpsters, document shredding, and demolition. They can remove above-ground pools, pool tables, hot tubs, swing sets, fences, pianos, home and office furniture, even televisions, and the kitchen sink. Give them a buzz at 865-675-5865 or on the web at junkbegone.biz.
Leave winter at the door and step into spring at the Dogwood Arts House and Garden Show, February 9th through the 11th at the Knoxville Convention Center. Stroll through grand gardens and meet the top vendors in home, garden, appliances, and more, all under one roof. Don't miss live music, DIY demos, maker workshops, and expert presentations on the how-to stage. Plus, enter to win one of 3 weekend getaways, courtesy of ORNL Federal Credit Union. And don't forget the kids. Creation Station will feature free activities and entertainment just for them. Kids 12 and under get in free. From the ground to the gutters, make your home and garden dreams come true at the Dogwood Arts House and Garden Show. Presented by Tim's Fencing and supported by ORNL Federal Credit Union. February 9th through the 11th at the Knoxville Convention Center. Visit dogwoodarts.com for more details.
Brought to you in part by The Sports Animal, proud supporter of Dogwood Arts.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. And when it comes to your privacy, Loudoun County Fence is the fencing company East Tennesseans have trusted for over 50 years. Your fence should be durable and stylish. Visit their website at lcfence.com and view all of their great options, from wood privacy to ornamental aluminum fencing. Loudoun County Fence is a family-owned and operated company with over 50 years of experience installing quality fencing in and around Knoxville. They're fully licensed and insured, and their workmanship is guaranteed. For your free estimate, visit lcfence.com.
I remember when I was a little boy, and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman, and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy, and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
This is WNML FM Friendsville, WNML AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Old Trapper, what's your beef? It took me all the way until today to get into that pregame beef between Justin Tucker and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. You might say the whole thing is petty, and I'm also going to agree with you. But petty always is awesome, especially when it involves goats and legends. I'm Jim Rome.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is, when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Zero Res Carpet Cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Rebuild your family, regain your freedom, renew your life. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Hour number 3 of Josh and Swain begins. Evan says we're at a point where somebody needs to make a movie about Tennessee football and athletics. Going to be a movie made about Tennessee and its fight against the NCAA? What do you think?
You can take Martin Nagy's book, extend it, and then make it a movie.
Mark will sell the rights. Can we get in the movie?
His book, Decade of Dysfunction, and then part 2 will be Decade of the Vols.
Here it is. Yep. It's already been established.
That's right.
Jeremy Pruitt told us Tennessee is making it happen. Tim says, way to go, Jackson Lampley. The news at the end of last hour. Adam Sparks with the story at KnoxNews.com that Jackson Lampley filed a declaration in the state of Tennessee's lawsuit against the NCAA earlier today. The 6-page statement was filed in the Eastern District of Tennessee Federal Court, summarizing his experience as a student-athlete and giving his readiness to testify in the lawsuit if called upon. He is a Nashville native, went to Montgomery Bell Academy, has 1 year of eligibility remaining at Tennessee, is the son of attorney and VFL Brad Lampley.
That's how you do it right there, man. I woke up this morning and I was like, surely today won't be able to top yesterday. And yesterday I woke up saying, surely today won't be able to top yesterday. Referring to Tuesday. But my goodness. These last 3 days, it has been something.
I'll read you a portion of what Lampley wrote in the court filing. This is courtesy Adam Sparks. Quote, almost every recruit I meet with asks first and foremost about NIL.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
But they also ask about all the same factors I considered in the pre-NIL world. Lampley signed before NIL rules had changed. Now, of course, plays in the new NIL era. He went on to write, just like finances are a factor for every other college student's decision for where to enroll, how much weight a recruit puts on financial costs and opportunities ought to be up to them as simply part of finding the right fit for a given athlete's circumstances. In my observation, NIL has become one of the top factors that current recruits consider when determining where to go to school. Totally agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Here's also what I'm ready for, though. I'm ready for us to be able to talk about it. It's still very hush-hush, isn't it? The conversation around NIL. There are some leaks out there. There's been some dollar figure discussion. It happened with Nico. Happened with Rashada, who ended up not going to Florida. They've both been targets of the NCAA, Tennessee and Florida. And then we hear some stuff about other players, but I don't know how much it gets talked about publicly. But I totally agree with Jackson Lampley. We don't necessarily have to talk about what a player is making necessarily, but it being a factor, Like when recruits are interviewed, it doesn't really come up, does it? But Jackson Lampley said it's the first thing they ask about.
Oh, yeah. It's a factor before NIL, how much a player was getting. So you don't think it's going to be a factor now that it's legal? Like I wasn't blatantly offered cash, like to my face. But I had a parent that was, and I was not made aware of that until after I signed. I was like, why didn't you let me know before? But it wouldn't have really swayed that much unless it was a lot. But my point is, it factors into your decision. Like if you have a school or collective, whatever, that's going to offer you double of what another school is going to offer you, and you ain't going to play for Nick Saban, like that is going to impact the decision you make. Because you got to think about the people around you. When you get that money thrown in your face, yeah, like if you're a good player, you're a 4 or 5 star player, you have an opportunity to play at a high level, like you bet on yourself. You know, like I'm going to probably play at the next level. But that money being offered to you at that moment, man, that's about 18 years of trying to take care of the people around you that took care of you to get you to this point. Single mom, dad, grandma, like siblings. If someone that says, hey, we value you more than another school, and it's by $150,000 more, heck yeah, that impacts your decision. So good on Jackson Lampley. Because that's the truth. That's what I've been saying since NIL has come out. To think that it's not going to be a part of an athlete's decision is just crazy to deny.
So which school is going to be the first school to step up and say we should be paying the players? Has that happened? Maybe it has. Maybe there's been a school figure, but has a school said we should be paying the athletes? I don't think so.
You remember that scene from Life? Remember that movie?
Life, for sure.
Yeah. When the master's daughter was pregnant, and they lined up all the prisoners, and they were like, which one of y'all got my daughter pregnant? And Can't Get Right was nervous because obviously it was him. But everyone stood up and said, I'm the pappy. That there's my daughter, boss. And everyone said, that's my dad. That's my daughter. And it made the boss in that scene, it made him go away. Like he couldn't point to one person. He couldn't punish one person because everyone stood forward, was like, hey, I'm guilty too. That's what needs to happen here. Everyone needs to step forward and say, yeah, our collectives ran by boosters. If Tennessee's guilty, then, hey, I guess we're all guilty. I guess you got to punish us all. And then that needs to be the time where you say, you know what, NCAA, it's clear that you need to go away. And we need to police ourselves and govern ourselves.
So you want to see statements today from Texas A&M, from Ohio State, from Oregon, voicing support for Tennessee, for Florida State, for Miami?
I don't think you worded that right. Because I don't think that's realistically something we can expect.
These ADs know each other.
But I think
they could retweet Danny White and show support.
But I think it's time for the campus presidents of Texas A&M, to talk to their attorney general and say, we need to join. That is your way of showing your support. And understanding that they're coming for you next. That's what they need to do. But I don't think anyone from Texas A&M need to say, hey, we got your back. We right behind you. No. There's a way to do that, and that's Texas joining the lawsuit against the NCAA.
Because part of the reason I bring that up is the overall conversation is about maximizing athletes' potential, right?
Maximizing.
Yeah, allowing them
More money, more money, more money.
Well, that has to include the schools paying them. If it is about maximizing their potential, that has to include the schools paying them. Otherwise, there is still a cap in place of how much they can make.
Hold on now, Josh. I get what you're saying, but we still got to have some facilities now.
Hey,
we got to have some facilities. Have you? I know you spoil sitting up in your media box during the football game.
They got a brand new coffee machine this past year.
Got your Wi-Fi. Nice. You're feeling good. You got your little ice cream cookie sandwich,
which I think was open all 4 quarters this year instead of at halftime.
I know you're living good during the game, but you know people still using the bathroom in the trough. Can we upgrade the facilities a little bit, Josh? Like I'm all for the players making their money.
Yeah.
But there's some things that need to be fixed.
Did I not see a report of record revenue from last week?
Josh, we gotta exchange some bolts and screws around there, man.
Okay. I was.
Have you seen Food City Center? It needs a makeover.
Mm-hmm.
You remember going to your grandma's house back in the day, and she got that plaid beige couch wrapped in plastic?
I do.
It's time to get a new couch. It's time for a makeover.
I was just asking a question because I've read stories over the last 48 hours, and it seems like there's been several mentions, including from the Attorney General, about not limiting what athletes can make.
I mean, I get it. But
so do they want to maximize the player's opportunity?
We got Foster's Lincoln. We got to change some stuff.
Or do they want to keep their own opportunities the way they are, while still allowing opportunity for
both?
Athletes?
Yeah,
Okay.
both. Man.
Okay.
We want the best of both worlds.
Okay.
Who doesn't want the best of both worlds? That's what we want.
Yeah.
There's more opportunities for the athletes that they can have. We want to help them reach those opportunities. At the same time, we need renovations to go through too.
Right. The but part of the
Yeah, and Josh.
Yeah, and okay.
You got to change the language there.
That's right.
Change the language, Josh.
That's right.
Not a but, yes, and.
Yeah, I'm in 2019 here. It's
man.
And.
You just step your game up, Josh.
Okay, just making sure.
It's 2024. We're doing big things this year.
Okay. Man, just when you think, we're stalling out a little bit in the NCAA conversation.
No, sir.
Danny White comes out firing. Jackson Lampley adds his name to the lawsuit.
Whose other daddy is an attorney on the team? Huh?
That's a good question.
It's time for Rodney Harrison to come on out. He's famous. He's on NBC.
We need Jacob Warren to get involved somehow.
That ain't a lawyer.
Jacob went to Farragut.
Oh, gosh.
Good to have him on your side.
I'm not saying anything else to you right now. I need a break.
Peyton, can he get involved? We'll come back.
All right, now you're talking.
We're back on track, and we'll stay there. Join us, 865-656-9900, right here on Josh and Swain.
I'm Tennessee head football coach Josh Heupel. You get all your Ball Network programming on 99.1 The Sports Animal. 13 hours of live and local Tennessee coverage every weekday. When it comes to game day, the Animal is championship level in breaking down the action. Get your Tennessee football coverage where you get insight unlike any other. No one covers the ball like 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Since 1956, Standard Kitchen and Bath has been serving the East Tennessee area with professional kitchen and bath sales and design. Family owned and operated, Larry Finley and his son Scott offer custom and affordable cabinetry lines from quality brands like Soul Design Cabinetry. From remodeling to new construction, the professionals at Standard Kitchen and Bath can help you design any space. Call 694-0068, standardkitchen.com, or stop by the showroom, Kingston Pike, next to Grayson Hyundai. They're not just selling cabinets, but designs and ideas that will transform your kitchen or bath into something you'll love.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal this Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for the NFL Report. John Wilkerson and a rotating group of the Sports Animal staff discuss the games, players, trades, and injuries that make the NFL the most popular pro sport in the country. For over 20 years, the NFL Report is the place to start your pro football Sunday. This week, join the NFL Report live at Blue Moose, 334 Fountain View Circle in Alcoa.
The American Red Cross is facing an emergency blood shortage. More donors are urgently needed now to ensure blood is ready at a moment's notice. Make an appointment today to give. Use the Blood Donor app, visit redcrossblood.org, or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to schedule your donation.
The minute folks step into Dollywood in my Smoky Mountains, I want them to fill their hearts with all the beautiful things in this big old world. Dollywood, love every moment.
Plan your visit today at Dollywood.com.
A rock from the darker side. Disturbed live. You're not along and down with the sickness. Take back your life tour. February 8th, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. New album, Divisive, available now. With special guest, Falling in Reverse, and Plush. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Disturbed, produced by Live Nation.
You run a great local business. Unfortunately, it's buried on page 15 when people search for your service online. Thankfully, there's Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost helps your business increase your online presence. Don't get overshadowed by large corporations when your neighbors need your business the most. You work too hard to go unnoticed. Get a boost with Cumulus Boost today at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS Boost.com.
I remember when I was a little boy, and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman, and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy, and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well-tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
Wedby Insurance is Knoxville's premier auto owner's insurance agency. Since 1972, the staff at Wedby has made it a point to provide personalized, prompt, and professional service. Whether you need personal or commercial coverage, Wedby Insurance and Auto Owner's Insurance can provide you with a coverage that fits your needs and your budget. For your home, your life, your car, or your business, Wedby Insurance will be there for your family. Contact them at wedbyinsurance.com. That's WHEDBEE insurance.com.
Is there anything more fun than streaming 99.1 The Sports Animal?
Better answer that very carefully.
I'll take that as an answer of at least one thing. All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from two guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster. Hello to everyone in the Tri-Cities. Wherever you are listening to the show, you can stream anywhere. You can go back and listen on demand anytime, wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks to Beatty Chevrolet, you can find us on YouTube. You can watch the show. Radio Faces for the video camera. 99.1 The Sports Animal YouTube page with the conversation turning to Danny White's statement. Jackson Lampley adding his name to the lawsuit of the state of Tennessee. Virginia involved as well against the NCAA. The middle part that you mentioned, I totally agree with Danny White saying that the NCAA is applying old booster bylaws to collectives, and maybe goalposts are moving. He would know more on that than me, but saying that, hey, if what you're saying is the case, then everybody's guilty. And I would love to see the scene that you provided, however they would come up with it, of everybody stepping up saying,
I'm the pappy. Yeah.
The quote from Danny White in the statement, if that's the case, then 100% of the major programs in college athletics have significant violations. This is obviously silly and not productive as is blaming the membership whenever they are challenged. We need to be spending our time and energy on solutions to better organize college athletics in the NIL era, something that NCAA leadership failed to do back in 2021. The NCAA failed to prepare for the changes that were coming. In fact, they fought against it, and that got them way behind what was inevitable change. I look back and wonder what took so long to get to the point that we are in now. Part of it was once the money skyrocketed in college athletics, there was no chance for the NCAA to succeed. So that would be part of it. It's gone crazy in the last 10 to 15 years. The money that is in college football and major college athletics, basketball would be a part of that too. But there is no looking back. So things are going to change. College football will probably look very different if we fast forward 5 years from now, because it looks very different than it did 3 to 5 years ago now.
I'm not the smartest guy, but I would think.
Pull that clip. Continue.
Joe, delete that part. But I would think if you've been operating a certain way and allowed to operate a certain way, and your future of being able to continue is decided by the courts, I would think that if you're the NCAA, you probably should have came up with a plan if it didn't go your way. I don't know. It just sounds like something that would be pretty obvious to do.
I asked you yesterday, what is the purpose as it relates to the sport of college football? What's the purpose of the NCAA?
Like you.
The NCAA is not going to come up with a plan.
You love traveling to Chattanooga.
Yeah.
You love
75.
it. But there's not only one way to get Chattanooga. You can get there a couple different ways. Mm-hmm. If you pull up your navigation app and it's traffic, they usually give you like an alternate route.
I've had to do it before.
They don't say, sorry, you're screwed, turn around and go home. They don't say that to you. They give you an alternate route.
Yep.
And like NCAA refused to create an alternate route. They refused to come up with a plan B. They refused to come up with a plan if it didn't go their way. And they could have spent more time enforcing the rules that they should have prepared for, instead of put all the eggs in a basket of, oh yeah, we're going to win. And then when they didn't win, they're like, oh my God, crap. We got to scramble and try to find ways to enforce these rules and come up with new rules, and it was already too late.
At this point, I just look at it and say, this is on the schools, the conference commissioners and conference leadership, so the SEC commissioner, the Big Ten commissioner, because they are really the people in power of guiding toward the future. I have no faith in the NCAA. What can the NCAA even do at this point? Like I'm even on the NCAA side in their multi-year transfer rule, where they allow one transfer and you can play right away. Like the lawsuit that they're involved in right now.
Yeah, I'm on their side on this one.
Yeah, like I don't think it's good for the players to be able to up and leave school year after year.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And play right away. I don't think that's in the players' best interest.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But the NCAA stands no chance there, I don't think. So what is the NCAA really going to do here? I've yet to find any reason to be confident that they can guide anything. So to me, it comes back to the leadership of the conferences. So the commissioner, then the schools, as you have members like Donnie Plowman has been in a leadership position with the SEC. And then you have that in other conferences as well, the Big Ten. I would like to wait it. The ACC is not going to have as much say as the Big Ten and the SEC, but those are the people I'm counting on here, not the NCAA. What are they going to do? Presidents, chancellors, athletic directors, and conference commissioners. That's who has to figure this out.
Is Donnie Plowman going to be the next commissioner of college football?
Would Nick Saban be your VP? Imagine that scenario.
Nick Saban, he don't need to be in any leadership position when it comes to college football with his allegiance to Alabama. He has a corner office. I don't want Nick Saban anywhere close.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of people will say that about Donnie Plowman too, but
yeah, Bama fans probably aren't as much support as they're showing. They're probably not voting her in as president, but who knows? Maybe.
And Georgia fans, you keep your damn mouth closed because we know your ties. We know your ties.
Yeah, here's my one bold prediction for the future of college athletics. People will always claim bias.
Oh,
don't you worry about that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The Georgia.
So if I'm wrong in anything I've said, tell me. But I'm out on the NCAA getting anything figured out here. It's up to everybody else.
Oh, for sure.
And Danny White's, I think, going to be a big face and voice of the future of college athletics as well. He's still very young. He's one of the most powerful ADs already and one of the most powerful athletic programs. I think he's somebody that will play a big role in the future.
Georgia's president chairs the NCAA Board of Governors. One of the most influential figures in college athletics. See, that's why I said that. Yeah. Georgia, you'll be.
Now, I saw that getting some run yesterday. One of their board members is also from Florida, and Florida just got a little hello from the NCAA.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to go down that conspiracy rabbit hole. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to totally dismiss it either.
Yeah.
But you're right though. NCAA, they're not going to do anything as far as solutions. It is up to the people. It's up to the governing body. In this case, it would be the presidents and chancellors and ADs. It's time for them to do it themselves.
I would love to meet somebody that says, you know who I think's misunderstood?
The NCAA.
The NCAA. I think they get a bad rep. I've yet to have that conversation.
Like, I think even the biggest contrarian, because we all have that person in our lives, right? Yeah. It doesn't matter what you think or how you feel. It can be 100% right. It's always the other person who is like, you know what? Maybe you should look at it from the other side. It's like, you shut up, okay?
Yeah, let me to play devil's advocate.
Let me just shut up. There's one side here. Even the strongest contrarian would be like, nah, NCAA's trash. Like, they got to go. They totally botched this. The strongest contrarian would say that. So, it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, Tennessee, Kentucky, Saturday. Also in the meantime, recruiting.
Mm-hmm. Recruiting continues
There's
on.
games that's going to be played. That's one thing that it has changed a little bit. Hard not to admit that. But, like, when the game is played, it's two teams competing against each other. They're trying to win. At the end of the day, you're trying to win. And that's what we want to watch as sports fans, as college sports fans, is the competition level. We want to see two teams compete.
In the text box, UT will be the school that ends the NCAA. This feels like a big step to whatever the future will look like. I think most agree there.
And you Texas fans, I don't want to hear nothing about the real UT after this. There's not going to be any doubt. Shouldn't be any doubt now. But there definitely won't be any doubt after this. We saved college football. We the real UT.
They've spent some money down there in Austin.
Horns down.
Reportedly. Swain.
Award?
That's a future SEC brother right there.
I don't care. I know you're the only child, but there's a lot of people listening that have siblings, and they beating them up a time or two. Siblings fight. Siblings say mean things to each other, Josh. It happens.
The phrase, stop it, is a common one in the Ward house these days.
I'm telling.
It's a loud one, and it's a proud one.
I'm telling. Stop it.
Tim says the NCAA failed to update the GPS. They made a wrong turn.
They sure did. They sure did. No service. Don't have any service. I don't know where to go right now. But, man, Man, I'm so thrilled. Think about when Danny White told people to text a friend and stop being so negative, and how offended folks were and mad at Danny White when Danny White said that.
How dare you?
And look where we are now.
Yep. Yeah, you want to talk about a high approval rating?
Man.
Donnie Plowman and Danny White, I think it's pretty high among Tennessee fans.
Remember when folks was mad at Dondi because she was shutting down parties and making folks wear their masks, and people was upset about that?
She was walking up to porches, knocking on doors.
Put the mask on. Break this party up. How dare Dondi do that?
Do you think Danny texted Charlie Baker, or he just let him see it on Twitter, the statement?
He just hit send or hit post. He'll see it. I know one thing. He didn't leak it to anybody else.
This was leaked to the world. We'll come back. 30 minutes to go here on Josh and Swain. 865-656-9900 to join today's show as Tennessee and others versus the NCAA continues. This is Josh and Swain.
To receive breaking news on the Tennessee Vols, text the word Vols to 865-656-9900. That's VOLS to 865-656-9900. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
The Washington Commanders are hiring Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn to be their next head coach. Quinn takes over for Ron Rivera, who was fired after the Commanders went 4-13 this past season. Quinn is 43-42 as a head coach, as he was previously the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons for parts of 6 seasons, where he led the Falcons to a Super Bowl appearance in 2016. The Commanders have missed the playoffs in each of the last 3 years. The Lady Vols are 5-2 in SEC play. They hit the road to take on Georgia in Athens tonight at 7 o'clock. The Bulldogs have lost their last 6 games. Tennessee is coming off a loss to Ole Miss over the weekend. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Coverage begins at 6:30 right here on The Sports Animal. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles, with an auto warranty about to expire, or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost, month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-736-6158 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-736-6158. That's 800-736-6158. What do you have to lose? Call 800-736-6158. Again, 800-736-6158.
21-time nominated Grammy Award winner Dwight Yoakam. Live in concert, February 7th and February 8th, 7:30 Tennessee Theater. On sale now at Tennessee.
Game day or movie night, Games and Things is your ticket to the best seat in the house. Hi, I'm Scott Mellon, and it's time to get rid of that old recliner and upgrade to new home theater seating from Games and Things. We offer the largest selection of quality seats at the best price in East Tennessee. With a multitude of styles, configurations, and options, you are sure to find that perfect seat. Stop by Games and Things to upgrade your seats today. Located at the corner of Kingston Pike and Lovell Road, and online at ourgameroom.com. Games and Things, cause life should be fun.
Hi, it's me, Tracy King at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Text your address to me at 505-7455 and you'll receive your home's highest cash offers in seconds. Text your address to me at 505-7455 and start packing.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
Got a small business that no one's heard of except your grandma? Time for a boost. From Cumulus Boost, the affordable way to boost local search engine optimization and help manage reviews. Cumulus Boost helps local businesses improve their online presence so they're not buried by bigger companies and local searches. Get found, get on the map, and get a boost with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS boost.com.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
This report is sponsored by RockTheCountry.com.
What's up, Georgia? It's Kid Rock here. Along with Jason Aldean, we're bringing some of our friends to you for 2 days of epic performances and one hell of a good time. We'll see you at Rock the Country.
On sale now at RockTheCountry.com.
It's a sunshine-filled end to the week here in East Tennessee with a high reaching near 54 on this Thursday, down to 34 overnight tonight with a mix of clouds and stars. For your Friday, mostly sunny for much of the day, clouds in the afternoon, high near 59, down to 34 headed into Saturday morning. Have a great weekend. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group, East Tennessee's #1 family law and divorce attorney group. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to help your family in their hardest times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Tennessee has Dolly. Now we have Dondi.
That's right. Sure do.
Most serious question in the text box. How does this affect college football coming back to PlayStation? It's on track, right? July?
Yeah, we're good. We're good to go.
I don't know if there's an official date, but mid-July is the expected return. It's been 10 years for the college football video game to be back and available.
It better not be trash either. Like, I don't even play video games anymore, but I hope it's so good it makes guys like me want to play the game.
I haven't played a video game in a long time, but I want to play this one. So I will have high expectations.
You gonna buy a new console?
Well, I thought you might, and then invite me over.
No, we got a Nintendo Switch.
Can we get an NIL deal?
We got a Nintendo Switch. We playing Mario Kart at my house.
Okay.
We might need to get an NIL deal. I'm not buying a new console.
We're eligible. Pay for play. We're happy to.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. But, yeah, I hope the game is really, really, really good. And I don't know how good Tennessee's going to be in the game. Now, think about it.
Why wouldn't they be good?
Because it's usually based on the previous year.
Well, never be afraid of a challenge in Dynasty mode. Take on Tennessee, build up Nico. By his third year, he's favorite for the Heisman.
Dynasty mode? Bro, I got a job, man, and kids. He's talking about Dynasty mode. I'm talking about playing one game.
Yeah, I was just kidding. I'm not going to be doing that.
Dynasty mode. Boy, I got things to do, man.
Hey, Swain, what do you have for the show today? Sorry, man, I was trying to recruit an outside linebacker.
Yeah,
we need some guys on the edge.
Daddy, we hungry. Hush. I'm in dynasty mode over here. Nico's a sophomore.
We got A&M coming to town this week. This is a big one.
Nah, man, I got real life stuff going on, man.
Yeah, me too.
I got one game in me. That's it. That is it.
5-minute quarters.
That is it, sir. What else? What else is on there?
The text box?
Yeah, man. I'm sure there's some good stuff on there.
Andy sent us a long one. I got to read through this. I will say, Jesse asked, isn't a better education like Harvard an unfair inducement?
Jesse, I never thought about it that way. That's the only thing I can say about that question, Jesse.
Well, every school has its advantages. Facilities count. Education counts. So, education in one school is more valuable than another when we're talking about scholarships. I think that's been pretty well established.
Yeah, every school has their own advantage, built-in advantage. I mean, I think it's pretty unfair that Georgia is so close to Atlanta. I mean, that sounds like a whole lot of fun, right? And be able to get access to all those recruits inside of the state.
Yeah, I know there have been complaints brought up that the sports talk radio in Knoxville is better than other SEC towns. That's what I've heard.
I think I've heard that too.
So, some schools' education is better than others, but not many are complaining about Vanderbilt's advantage there in the SEC versus other schools. When you balance it all out, Vandy's not the one with the advantage.
I have not heard that at all. I haven't heard that at all. People complaining about Vanderbilt's academic advantages.
Before we hand out today's attaboy, it's an attagirl we're excited to tell you about in just a moment.
Yep.
Ken in Knox Vegas, if the NCAA football game is based on last year, what if you put Nico in and win every ball game? Tennessee fans have a tough time.
You got to do what you got to do to win.
No revisionist history. We're moving forward. But that's a funny note by Ken.
I just wonder how good Tennessee's team is going to be on the game. Because I'm not trying to play out here with another team.
You know, sometimes you try to choose a specific defender. A lot of Tennessee fans will want to just choose James Pierce and line up and go. Right?
Maybe you should choose someone else, knowing that James Pierce is going to be 99.
He'll take care of it.
And he'll make the plays. You control the other players who's not as good. So you control 3-star. James Pierce got it. Okay?
Let the 5-star handle himself.
Exactly.
Hey, time to hand out today's Attagirl. We do that every day, Attagirls and Attaboys, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. And I saw the story yesterday from Seth Davis, who's covered college basketball for a long time. His story is at The Messenger, themessenger.com. And it is the story of Steve Forbes' wife. And news a year ago of her suffering a stroke. And Steve Forbes was away with his team, had to get back to his wife. It was a scary situation, but she has fought back, and the story goes into the effort in her fight, the community support, Steve Forbes' support, of course, him and his family. And Steve is the head coach of Wake Forest. He's a former assistant basketball coach at Tennessee, was on staff with Bruce Pearl. And it was a scary situation for Jonetta Forbes, and was so happy to see that yesterday from Seth Davis, a story about her resilience and her fight back from the stroke that she suffered.
Man, the first time I met Mrs. Forbes was at a cooking class at Dead End Barbecue. And I was right next to her. She was getting all the tips, and tricks, secrets. And I learned that she does all the queuing in the house. She does all the grilling. And man, it was so cool to hang out with her. And so when I heard the news, man, I was devastated for the Forbes family. But I'm so thankful, so happy that she's in a place that she's in right now and only getting better. And man, Forbes a good one, man. Mm-hmm. There's just good people in the sport, in collegiate athletics, and Forbes is one of them.
Yep. So to Janetta Forbes, we send her an Attagirl for her fight back, and well wishes to the Forbes family, the Wake Forest community as well, with all the support that they have offered. We hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. NativeTN.com is the website. Native Design can help you in so many different ways. They can help you at your home. They can help you at your business. Native Design has now opened the Native Nursery. It's for contractors and landscapers. It is your one-stop shop for plants, trees, and landscaping materials. NativeTN.com is the website. It's a great company. Jacob Dunaway and his team can take care of you. Go to the website, NativeTN.com. You can call 865-310-3256 for Native Design and Hardscape, Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. We'll come back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. We'll hit the power poll. We'll get you to Tyler and Will at 3 as we come back on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and in the Tri-Cities AM 640 The Sports Monster.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Sick and tired of achy joints? Do you dread the idea of surgery? You need to call QC Kinetics today. This is Eric Ainge. And listen, the state of healthcare is always changing. The old ideas like steroids and surgery are no longer your only options. The regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative, non-surgical, drug-free treatments that deliver lasting results. Knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain. Don't let it keep you from living your best life. QC Kinetics, their advanced state-of-the-art treatments harness and direct your body's natural ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. This is a revolutionary approach that can get you long-term relief with no downtime. Make 2024 the year you reclaim your mobility, independence, walk, run, play without the danger and trauma of surgery or harmful drugs. Call QC Kinetics right now for a free consultation. 865-238-4799. 865-238-4799. That's 865-238-4799.
Been a paid advertisement. A rock from the darker side. Disturbed live. You knock your manga down with the sickness. Take back your life tour. February 8th, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. New album, Divisive, available now. With special guest, Falling in Reverse, and Flush. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Disturbed, produced by Live Nation.
What is the greatest health hack of 2024? Transforming your water by installing an Aqua Clear water system. This is the easiest one thing you can do for your health. It begins in the shower with Aqua Clear water. You have healthier and softer skin. No scaly snake legs. Your feet and hands won't be all cracked and busted up, just soft and conditioned. And ladies, your hair will look amazing. And guys, your bald head will be even shinier. And when you taste that delicious ice-cold drinking water, you'll feel safer knowing it's not full of chlorine, forever chemicals, and metals. So let's be safer and healthier this year. The only thing you have to lift is the phone and call us. Or push the keys on the keyboard to sign up at our website, aquaclearws.com. That's aquaclearws.com.
If you want a great-looking fence or secure entry gate that will stand the test of time, you need to call Stanley Fencing and Gate. Proudly serving East Tennessee since 2000, Stanley Fencing can customize your fence. Just tell Stanley Fencing your idea, they bring it to life, offering chain link, vinyl, aluminum, wood fences. They even specialize in secure entry gates to protect your business. For customized fencing and gates backed by a warranty, choose the Stanley Fence family. Call 865-254-3844 or online at stanleyfence.com.
Yesterday's transistor radio is today's cell phone, but the signal is now worldwide. Stream us everywhere. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. We appreciate you hanging out. If you want to go back and catch any of today's show, search Josh and Swain anywhere you get your podcasts, like Apple or Spotify, the WNML app. Also on YouTube. Stop by and subscribe at the 99.1 Sports Animal YouTube page. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us today, however you have done so. Up in the Tri-Cities on the Sports Monster, get a text. The Forbes will always be legends up here in the Tri-Cities. Great family.
That's right.
We also had in the chat, Swain, if Swain only knew how many touchdowns he caught for me in the NCAA video game.
Well, I appreciate that.
Were your hands rated high enough for your liking?
Nope.
Okay.
Should have been 99. But it's all right.
Yep.
It's all good.
Just extra fuel for the fire. Extra motivation.
I guess.
The great ones look for it however they can. Kevin says, Nico better have a 90 rating after the bowl game. Hashtag Farragut take.
Definitely a Farragut take. You don't get a 90 rating from one game.
Did you see that game?
Yeah.
Ball
Josh,
Network sideline reporter Jason Swain.
A lot of great angles to be able to see that game.
Tennessee has a big game on Saturday at Kentucky. We'll talk more about it tomorrow from 12 until 3. It's an 8:30 p.m. tip-off at Rupp Arena on Saturday. A get-right game. Both teams will look at it that way. Kentucky lost last night to Florida. Tennessee with the loss 2 nights ago to South Carolina. So who can step up and bounce back after that performance? Part of it will be for trying to win a big game on the road, as well as trying to pick back up moving forward, as we talked about SEC championship hopes this season. So, Swain, how about 5 candidates for Tennessee to bounce back? We talked about a lot of players are eligible in the conversation based on the most recent game. So 5 players who need to bounce back and play well this Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going to go with number 5 with Jordan Gainey. 0 for 3 from 3, goose egg, points, 23 minutes. That's a lot of minutes to be playing without the production that you're looking for. I'm going to go with Jamal Mashak, number 4, who played a good number of minutes as well. Not as much as Gainey, but played 15 minutes, 0 steals, which is outrageous when you think about his defensive ability. Mm-hmm. But he also didn't give you a point. Number 3, I'm going to go with Josiah Jordan-James, who played 30 minutes Tuesday, only 2 points. Got you 7 rebounds. We know what other ways he impacts the game, but still, man, he's a 10th-year senior. We got to get more than 2 points and 30 minutes of play.
Yep.
Jonathan Adu, 6 points, man, and was 2 from 8 from the field. He's literally right next to the basket, had some bunnies, and 50% from the free throw line. And number 1, it's the captain. It's a quarterback on the basketball court, and that is Zakai Ziegler, who played 32 minutes and got you 2 points, who did not make a 3 out of 4 attempts, who was also 50% from the free throw line. 3 assists, 2 turnovers. Not the Zakai that I'm used to seeing out there. I'm used to seeing a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio.
All right. It's a good list. Your 5 players to bounce back after the Vols lost to South Carolina. Now, before you give me the look that you're about to give me when I say number 5's name, Dalton Knecht, I'm talking specifically at the free throw line. He's going to be up and down in the shooting, but Dalton's going to hold himself to a high standard. So at the free throw line, number 5, Dalton Knecht. He's had back-to-back games struggling at the line. I have Justin Gainey, number 4. I have Josiah Jordan-James, number 3. You and I have both been big fans of his game, but even Josiah would say need to be a little more productive on the offensive side. You and I have number 1 and number 2 the same, just flipped. I went Zakai number 2, Jonas number 1. You can go Zakai number 1, and it makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
Both guys are instrumental to what Tennessee does and will need to be better, especially against Kentucky in a big-time road environment. They'll need big-time point guard play and their big man to step up as well. So players that need to bounce back on Saturday, we'll talk more about that coming up tomorrow starting at 12 o'clock. Thanks for listening to us here on Josh and Swain. Joel Silverberg producing. Thank you. Tyler and Will take over. We'll talk to you tomorrow at noon.
Giddy up, Knoxville, because one of the farmers on the all-new season of Farmer Wants a Wife is from right here at home.
It's Mitchell from Farmer Wants a Wife. Join me on my own journey to find love.
Mitchell Kolinsky is a Knoxville native looking for the perfect